What's up, you all? All aboard the Hype HGV.
evening, good 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 evening, and welcome to game night on Tuesday, the 18th of January. It's about 25 past 8 here in the UK. Let's have a bit more volume. Volume is good. How you doing? Hope you're keeping well, having a nice evening so far. Apologies for jumping the gun. That's 2 streams in a row I've done that. I actually made a point of saying to myself before going into Cryptex, so you must press the do the sort of game night titles button before pressing play. I remember I said to myself, do that. Press the button first, and I still managed to press play on Cryptex before the... Oh well, never mind. How you doing? Hope you're keeping well this Tuesday. Our decorating continues around the house. We've had a wall replastered today. That was very exciting. And we've got the garage currently being decorated. My appendix is still not there anymore. I'm feeling much better, it has to be said. Still a little sore. It's the fact that I wasn't the background music earlier. I think I might have been DMC'd if I'd done that, to be honest. But yeah, I decided about 10 past 7 I was going to, because my mother-in-law's birthday, so my sister-in-law said, do you want to come out for dinner with mother-in-law to all of this, like yesterday? And obviously I had stream, Meg's had a rebound class that she was running, so neither of us could go, but Dylan really wanted to go. So sister-in-law picked him up from school today. So Meg's and I had sort of dinner at lunchtime. Yeah, it would be concerning if it grew back. We had dinner at lunchtime, which we don't very often do. We normally sort of eat quite light at lunchtime, then have a main meal in the evening. But we had sort of pie and mash at lunch. So it was sort of open hunting season tonight. I was just going to do a throw in the oven pizza, but I thought, I'm going to miss the opportunity to have a Chinese takeaway. So at 10 past 7, called up, ordered a Chinese takeaway, raced out to pick it up because there isn't one in walking distance where we are now. Raced back, scarfed it down, and that's why I was a few minutes late starting. Good idea, Colo. Let me do that. It's Cryptex, and if you want to play, I'll carry on that story in just a minute. Code. Yeah, me wittering away to this stuff. But yeah, so scarf down some Chinese food, and it's a few minutes late starting, so apologies for that. But welcome to the game. Cryptex first on the docket this evening. Let me say hello to you all. Good evening, Kodo, Shape, Stopper, Aaron, Zeus, Jogging Chum, Jay White, and Lewis. Good evening to Cycle Space, Quizzle, AB Me, and Proogs. Ramsey and Lupine, Toot and Riff, hello to Vision and Innis and Samsa and Pyro, to Clive, to Jack, to Kegler, to DKW Daft, and good evening to Bash and Oni, Tipster and Reese, Lingo Maniac 88. Congratulations on winning Wordle, by the way, Lingo. Score of 21, very impressive indeed. Lingo, our winner there. The clue should be in your username, really, Lingo Maniac. You'd think you'd be good at that game. Good evening to you and to Mark, to Nata, to DMC, Quizface, Dogfish, Vitrudel, Claire, Energia, Rubix, BC, Dante, Amy, Cetra, True Anonymous Man, and anyone else who's lurking and lingering in the chat. You are most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining me, and hope you all are keeping well. And we've got a message from our sponsor, Topper One Gaming.
14 whole months of game nighting? That's a whole year on some planet, somewhere.
Funny, we watched that QI clip today where it talked about different rotations of the planets and how days and years are different on different planets. And that's so it probably is somewhere. But thank you very much for the 14-month subscription there, Topper. Very much appreciated. And congrats on your top 5 in the new media top 5 that happened on the Bothers Bar poll last night. 5th best new media. I just said I was getting onto that, so you jumping the gun. Yes, very many congratulations to Topper picking up the 5th on the 5th best new media on the Bothers Bar game show poll of the year, which happened last night. I'm sure you did. Definitely did, Topper. You do great stuff. Number 5 for Topper. Very many congratulations. Of course, congratulations to Bash for once again taking the top spot. I went and had a look at the metrics afterwards. And I think worked out. I think Ash got 17, and I got 15. I picked up second, so there wasn't a lot in it. It was very close. Congrats to Ash for topping that poll again. and very well deserved indeed. And thank you to everybody who voted. Particularly if you voted for me, I suppose. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the support. Other things I've got to say, we've got Oni cheering 100 bits. Oni's actually written this Cryptex pack. Very grateful to him. I proved it this morning. It's a lovely pack. Actually, very well structured, very gettable, very fair. I wouldn't say easy, although I don't think that's the right word to use to describe it, but it's a very, very gettable pack, a very fair pack. And Oni and I both think we're likely to see some high scores tonight. So, 30 seconds or so if you want to come and join this lobby, and then the game will begin. No, it's not a competition for first, but you did do better. Touche. Yeah, thank you very much, mate. It's all in good fun. So it's probably the reason I had a really bad hangover this morning, because I drank more than I thought. I didn't realise that it was a celebration, but it must have sort of been a celebration afterwards, and just ended up having slightly too much to drink last night. But yeah, so it was a good show, so it was. Thank you to Oni for those 100 bits and for writing this Cryptex pack. I think you'll have a lot of fun with this. AB Me, thank you very much for the 14-month subscription there as well. And to Jay White resubscribing for 9 months there. Thank you both very, very much indeed. What sub you all. Very nice. Thank you, Jay White. Pack of Jay White's coming up a bit later on tonight, actually. We've got the Pyramid coming up immediately after Cryptex. And then Google That, which moved from Saturday. Cypherspace's Google That pack moved from Saturday to tonight, which means Aaron's Bidding War pack is going to slip back to maybe Saturday, because of course it's the new Writers' Night this coming Saturday. We've got 3 brand new writers doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire pack, so I do want to make it sort of a new Writers' Night, but also at the same time I don't want to keep kicking Bidding War down the road, so I might slot Bidding War in after the Millionaire packs on Saturday. Alternatively, I might sneak it in on Thursday, maybe after the opening heat of the arena. I don't know. We will have to wait and see. But probably somewhere this week we'll see Aaron Aromatic's Bidding War pack creeping in somewhere. I think that's about it. Google that, and then yes, of course, the 4th and final qualifier of the arena. So if you want to take part in the arena tournament, the heats for which are going to be starting this Thursday, then tonight is your last chance to get some points in the qualifiers. I've written another pack for that. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you a bit later on. I think that's pretty much all the housekeeping. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21, 28 of you in to play Cryptex tonight. Remember, this is a self-running game, and once it gets going, there will be no one else able to join. Gold, silver and bronze up for grabs. And again, thank you to Oni for writing this pack. Last 10 seconds to come and join, as it is already 8:30. Then the game will begin. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play Cryptex. Pen and paper strongly advised for you if you want to play this game, or something to note your thoughts down. It will come in very handy. Here are the rules. Round 1, decryption. Every 20 seconds you'll be presented an index number and an 8-letter clue. There are 8 clues in total. These clues will help you to crack the Cryptex at the end of the round. Clue and the Cryptex share the same letter in the index position. So, for example, if I say clue 6, hopping Australian marsupial, the answer would be kangaroo. You take the 6th letter of that word, in this case R, and put it into the 6th slot of the Cryptex. After all 8 clues have been revealed, there'll be a 10-second break, and at any time before the break, you may submit the answer to any of the clues that have been revealed. Each correct answer is worth 5 points. Any incorrect answers or repeats will cost you 1 point. You may answer questions even if they are no longer displayed on the screen, any of them up until that break point. After the break, you've got to attempt to crack the Cryptex. You've got 1 attempt. If you manage to crack it, you get 20 points. If you don't, it will cost you 10 points. You do not have to play, you can abstain, there is no penalty. So the more clues you get, the more chance you're going to have of being able to figure out the Cryptex word. Yeah, it's a bit of a thinky one. It's sort of a bit like crosswords, True Anonymous. It's crossword style, but it's... when I did a survey about 6 months ago, maybe a bit longer, it sort of split the room a little bit. It seems to be either some people really love it and some people are really not so keen on it. So, crosswords but evil, yes, that works. Mrs. Flosh is here just before we press the magic go button. How you doing, baby?
I'm good, I'm recovering still. I ran my workout class this week, and because I wasn't there last week, I might have thrown in some really extra hard workouts for everyone. So I had a couple of people who were like bright pink, glowing pink, and I was like, come on, more to do. They hate it when I'm so energetic. Well, they don't, they love it actually, but there is this look of pain. So
Ginger,
feeling
what
it.
is this? Oh, look! Small dog, office dog.
Small dog.
We are going to get on with Cryptex, so...
You enjoy.
I
I'm
will.
going to go shower and then pour myself a drink of some sort, alcoholic or not, and then go read my book for a bit.
Sounds lovely. Well, we'll see you a bit later on. Love you.
Bye guys, enjoy Cryptex.
Okay, those are the rules. Pen and paper, very, very fair play, but of course don't be Googling answers. Like I say, a big thanks to Oni for writing this pack. It's very accessible. I think you'll like it a lot. If you're all ready, let's play. And we're going to start with, I can't pay you in cash, but I can with this, says local cheapskate to creative person. You want the 5th letter of this word, whatever it is, and put it into the 5th slot of your Cryptex. On we go. If you think of that one later on, you can come back to it and still answer it. Centre-left British newspaper. You want the first letter. Remember, all of these clues will have 8 letters.
My towel just plugged in past.
Makers of all-star shoes. The towel's covered in what? Oh no. Nightmare. Women's shoes. You want the 8th letter of whatever this word is. Put it into the 8th slot of the Cryptex. Handful of players, I've got 3 for 3 so far. Good start, good start. Now, if you think of some other ones that have passed, you can still answer them. Second largest city in Japan, just south of Tokyo. You want the 7th letter. A few red lights coming on here. Yes, Wolf of Wall Street reference. I did enjoy that film, I have to say. Third largest Channel Island. The 4th letter of whatever it is, put it into the 4th slot of your Cryptex. We'll help you solve it a bit later on. And on we go. A Roman bridge used to carry water. 3rd letter. Three more to go then. Simon and Garfunkel hit Bridge Over This Water. You want the 2nd letter. Ooh. Right dot ding dot wave. Bading dot wave. Lots of people getting this one right. Nice to see. One final clue to come then. This is the last clue you're going to get to solve the Cryptex. It makes the dream work. 6th letter. And it's good to see we've got quite a few 40s and 39s up here. Strong start for players. So, 10-second break. No answers are going to be accepted during this time. Hopefully you've got enough information. The Cryptex will spell out a real word. What is it? -10 if you're right, if you're wrong, +20 if you're right. 20 seconds to solve it. Maybe if you don't think you've got enough information, you don't have to play. You can sit it out if you're not sure. Big bonus if you're right, bit of a steep old penalty if you're wrong. And the solution to the Cryptex, it was gruesome. Gruesome. Can't pay you in cash, but I can pay you in exposure, where we got the S from. The centre-left British newspaper is The Guardian, from where we got the G. The makers of all-star shoes are Converse, from where we got the E. The 2nd largest city in Japan is Yokohama, just south of Tokyo. The 3rd largest Channel Island is Alderney, from where we got the E. The Roman bridge used to carry water is an aqueduct, from where we got the U. Simon and Garfunkel hit bridge over troubled water, where we got the R. It makes the dream work is teamwork, where we got the O from. That's the end of puzzle 1. 2 puzzles in this round. And yes, they all have 8 letters. Certainly in this round they do. And in round 2. We'll explain round 3 when we get there. So, that's the end of puzzle 1. Shapes, Lupine 2, Innis, Samster, all on a maximum of 60. Dogfish and Quizzle just 1 shy on 59. And Zeus, Lewis 54, Mark, Vision, and John Chum on 49. Let's go to puzzle 2. 1986 Alan Moore comic book and 2009 film. You want the 3rd letter. answers in there. About 5 milliliters when used in cooking. The 7th letter. A few souls coming in there. On to the next. And in the NBA, they're 12 minutes long. Long in the NBA. One who suffers from long-term memory loss. The 6th letter. Susan Lewis have reached a very nice score, both on 69 at the moment. Still 4 players with what looks like a maximum at the moment of 80. 2 lupine shapes and Samster. There we go. London Underground line coloured black. You want the 2nd letter. Beatles album that features Yellow Submarine. First letter of this will give you the first letter of the Cryptex solution. Overrated, the Beatles. Overrated. 2 more clues to come after this one. Here's the next. One of Eevee's illusions in Pokemon called showers in Japanese. You want the 8th letter. Pop it into the 8th slot of the Cryptex. And just Samster and Lupine on the maximum at the moment. Last clue, Pennsylvania City, where the office is based. 4th letter will go into the 4th slot of the Cryptex. This is your final clue and your last chance to submit any of the clues that you've seen so far. After this will be a 10-second break for you to gather your thoughts. Okay, no more answers being accepted. How many clues have you got? Figure them out. What does it spell? 20 points if you're right, minus 10 if you're wrong. What is the Cryptex? Sounds like having solved all 8, but he's not solved the Cryptex yet. A couple of seconds. Oh, nick of time, Samster getting in there, making us all panic. Yes, I can't remember what it was. It's a rotation. The Alan Moore comic was Watchmen. About 5 milliliters when used in cooking was a teaspoon, from where we got the O. In the NBA, they're 12 minutes long. They are, of course, quarters. One who suffers from long-term memory loss is an amnesiac. London Underground line that's coloured black is the Northern line, from where we got the O. The Beatles album that features Yellow Submarine is Revolver. One of Eevee's evolutions in Pokemon called showers in Japanese, that's Vaporeon, from where we got the N, and the Pennsylvania City where the office is based is Scranton. Samster, you got that so late, you've not stayed green there. But rotation was the solution to the Cryptex there. Lupine, Innis, Samster all with the lead, 120. Don't have a pen and paper, has been keeping track. That will be make this game a lot more difficult. But well done for sneaking it in there. 2 in second on 115. Quizzle currently in third on 113. Let's go to round number 2. They're doing a panda for Cryptex. Yeah, it could be. Got a perfect game, but not solving any cryptexes. Cryptexes. Anyway, round 2 is combination. Gameplay is identical to round 1, but each clue is now a combination of 2 words. The ending of the first word is blended with the beginning of the second word, and at least 2 of the letters will overlap. So, for example, the clue might be a poke hand of 5 hearts mashed together with bar black blank. That would be a flush, and sheep. Mash them together, the S and the H overlap to give you an 8-letter answer. All of the answers in this round will again be 8 letters, though there may be more than 2 shared letters, there may not be, but at least 2 of them will overlap, and when they overlap you get flusheep for an 8-letter answer, and then as before, take the letter in the index given and pop it into that slot of your Cryptex. The more you get, the more chance you will have of solving the Cryptex towards the end, and the very best of luck. Over the road. This is a simply enormous beer. So it's 660ml, I think. Yeah, more than a pint. Star of Prime of them. It's very nice. Yes, a self-imposed handicap on Samster is what he's doing. No, he did get it in there in the end. Right, here we go. Round 2. Capital of Belarus and an ability or talent. Mash them together, what do you get? And then take the 7th letter and put it into the 7th slot of the Cryptex. I don't know if you got that one. Gordon burns his favourite chemical element, and Japanese for demon, he's closer than you think. Lupine and Innes not letting anything get past them at the moment. Still on the maximum score. On to the next. Caribbean island group loved by tax dodgers and a French impressionist painter. We're still doing dry January, Zeus. F's in chat for Zeus's dry January. Actually, don't concentrate on the game. I will mentally project an F in chat for Zeus and his dry January. On to the next. An animal known as the killer whale and a cord made from sheep intestine despite the name. You want the 5th letter. Excuse me. Spanish sparkling wine and a punk band that were turning Japanese in 1980. The 1st letter. And sticking with a similar clue here, champagne and orange juice cocktail, and NaCl is one. You want the 6th letter here. On to the next. A Teletubby, and the Greek-derived word for the human mind. You want the 4th letter. Remember, in this game, points equal pennies at the end, and there was also a gold, silver, and bronze available for the top 3 finishers. Oh! Big ring-a-ding-ding-ding. And it is just Lupine and Samster now, still on a perfect game as it stands right now. Final clue of this puzzle, it's a mystery and a coding device, and a religious-sounding measurement. Religious-sounding measurement. On the 8th letter, Lupine preserving the perfect score. Likewise, Samster. Looks like they will be... Wrong window, Lewis C. Don't worry about it. I need to set it to emote only mode during the rounds, don't I? Okay, no answers being accepted. The more clues you have, the more chance you have of cracking the Cryptex. What is it? $20 points if you're right, minus 10 if you're wrong. No penalty for abstention if you don't think you've got enough clues. Yeah, there is a lot of looking. If you wouldn't mind, Bash, let's give it a try and see if it works out. Thank you, mate. Crystals was the solution to the Cryptex. Minsk and skill for the first one. Krypton and Oni. Cayman and Mane. Orca and catgut for the next. Carver and vapors. Mimosa and salt. Dipsy and Psyche. And Enigmas, as Lewis told us there. Enigma and Mass. Nice, some high scores there. We've still got 2 perfect scores. Samster and Lupine have not yet dropped a point. They have solved every single clue so far, and all 3 Cryptexes, I've got to stop saying Cryptexes that we've seen. Toot and Innes are just behind on 175. Quizzle on 173, maintaining 3rd. Let's reset the Cryptex, and we will go on to puzzle number the next. Crisscross chip shape. It's weak, but the spirit is willing. 6th letter. Dogfish is in. Lupine is in. Only a smattering on this one. Tricky one to start. Let's go on. Justin Bieber's birth month and the WWE women's wrestler born Joan Marie Laura. Laura? On we go. Pairs with science for a Trivial Pursuit category, and double this to make an Only Connect hieroglyph. Lupine taking a full lead now with 195. Samster now matching though. Egyptian cat goddess and Southeast England town. It's a bit of a mess. Quite a lot of players into 3 figures now. Let's go on. Launched in 1893 as Brad's Drink and the 5th Greek letter. Lupine losing his lead. It's now between Toot and Samster. Both on 200. A description of a children's book character named Henry and a global reality TV franchise first launched in Britain in 2001. Japanese named Savory Taste and a long-running Nissan compact car. Big Bing. And the final clue of this puzzle in musical comment time, 4 beats make one, and the Spider Maiden in Greek mythology. You want the 3rd letter here for your Cryptex. Samster now the only player to maintain a perfect score. So I've gone back and filled one and did this one earlier on, but must have gone back and had a think about it. 10 seconds thinking time, get your answers in order. The more clues you have, the more chance you have of cracking this Cryptex. 20 points if you're right. What is it? Plenty of solves here. Wondering if you've got this from earlier smattering of clues. Always very impressive to see. The solution was northern. Waffleish. Waffle and flesh. Marchina. March and China. Nature read. Nature and read. Bastetton. Bast and something else. Pepsilon. Pepsi and Epsilon. Horridal. Horrid and idle. And umamicra. Umami and micra. And finally, bar and arachne. Barachne. Barachne. Oh, well played, Shapes. Yes, just enough to go for it. Yeah, sometimes that game can work like that. Yeah, not to be on this occasion. But Samson's got the lead with 240. Toot's right behind on 235. Quizzle's in third with 228. Bit of a change up at the top. Samster still on a perfect game at the moment. In fact, Samson's got all the way through to the end of round 2 without dropping a single point. I think that's the first time we've ever seen that, so very well played to Samster. Round 3 is called Cryptex. In this round, all you need to do is crack the Cryptex as quickly as possible. There are 3 puzzles in this round. Do not submit answers to the clues, only crack the Cryptex. The program will not accept answers unless they are exactly 8 characters long, and the clues in this may be any length. Will be indicated on screen, but if it happens to be 8 letters and you type that, it will process it as the answer. So only solving the Cryptex here. At the beginning of the round, the Cryptex is worth 55 points. Clues are revealed every 15 seconds. Each clue drops the value of the Cryptex by 5 points. You have but 1 attempt. An incorrect answer will earn you 1 point for each letter in the correct position. So come the end, and after the final clue, you might as well have a guess at something, literally anything, because you will get a point for every letter that's in the right place. Even if you haven't got the full word. 3 Cryptexes remain, and this is the final round. Good luck. Starting with just a category then, it's a music group. Music group. This is worth 55 points. No one wanting to solve it yet, I don't blame you. Remember, do not solve these clues, just take the letters where they come. Dutch speedy techno genre, also known as Rotterdam hardcore. It's 6 letters long, you want the second. So, for example, if you try and solve this one, it won't actually let you. ABMe's giving it a go, and is not right. 45 points in the bank. Blank on the Hill in 2017 Ed Sheeran song. This is also 6 letters long. You want the third. Samson's gone for broke, and he's not hit home. There's a music group you're after, but he's found 3 of the letters. Getting some points. Joggy Chum, the first to solve. Not sure if they got 45 or 40, but very well played. Welsh composer that gives his name to Songwriting Award. 7 letters. Samson doing the sad donkey here, giving the players behind a chance to catch up. 35 points now in the bank. U2 singer, whose real name is Paul Hewson, 4 letters. Toot solving for 35, taking a very strong lead now. Quizzle's hot on his tail, so as is Lupine, all getting 35 points there. Plenty of solves coming in now. Dropping it to 30 points. Percussion instrument played at the start of the Pink Panther theme. 8 letters long, you want the 7th. Remember, you're after a music group. More solves here. 25 points then. A rapper who performed on Mark Ronson's Feel Right. It's 8 letters long, you want the 4th. Aaron getting in for 25. And an Honor Man picking up 25. For 20 points now then. Trip hop music group and town near Bristol. It's 10 letters long, you want the 8th. Hey, babe. And one final clue for you then. Italian green opera composer with 5 letters. You want the 5th. 15 points available now. This is the final clue, so now is the best time as any to attempt to crack the Cryptex. You will not get any more clues, but you will get another 15 seconds now. 10 points. Give it a go. 1 point for every letter in the right place. Even if you don't crack the Cryptex, we'll still give you some points if you get some of the clues right. Big mixture of green and red going on here. The solution was Bastille. Bastille is what we're after. Castle on the Hill by Ed Sheeran. Novello was the Welsh composer. Bono was the U2 singer. I think I missed the first one off as well. The Pink Panther theme, that is instrument, is the triangle. The rapper who performed on Mark Ronson's Feel Right was Mystical. Portishead is a trip-hop music group near Bristol. Verdi is the green opera composer. And that's the end of puzzle number 1. 2 to go. The other answer that I missed, the Dutch speedy techno genre, was Gabba. Next category. It is a city. 55 points if you solve now. It's very close at the top. Barely 2 levels in. Caribbean capital city that contains the popular Malecon, or Malecon, I think, Avenue. 6 letters, you want the 5th. East African Lusophone country where Maputo is the capital. 10 letters long, you want the 6th. $45 points available, and dropping it to 40. City in Western Germany, also to eat in the German language. 5 letters, you want the 2nd. We are after a city. Mark is the first to solve, followed quickly by Zeus, both for 40, and now a few more coming in here. Mark moves up to 265, temporarily taking 2nd place, but with Quizzle and Innes now solving, and Samster, that is no longer the case. Country location of the 1883 Krakatoa eruption. 9 letters, you want the 1st. Syrian capital with 8 letters. 30 points available if you solve now. And Quizzle has taken the lead, even if Toot solves now. Still going to be behind now, even more so. Riff solving there, down to 25 points. Mountain range found on the Slovak-Polish border. 5 letters, you want the 3rd. Toot has now solved. Moves into 2nd place. For 20 points, the only US state capital to host a Summer Olympic Games. 7 letters, you want the 4th. 20 points available. 1 more clue to come. And here it is. Can be found upon Tyne, under Lyme, or in New South Wales, Australia. 9 letters, you want the 8th. And that is your last clue. Now as good a time as any to try and solve it. Remember, we'll give you a point for every letter in the right place, even if you're not right. Give it a go. 10 points to solve it now. time up. The solution: Istanbul. Havana is the Caribbean capital city. Mozambique is the East African Lusophone country where Maputo is the capital. Essen is the Western German city and to eat. Indonesia is where Krakatoa was found. Damascus is the Syrian capital. Tatra is a mountain range found on the Slovak-Polish border. Atlanta is the only US state to host the Summer Olympic Games, and Newcastle can be upon time, underline, or in New South Wales in Australia. Quizzle with the lead. It is going to come down to this final board. Good luck. The category is an animal. 55 points if you can solve now. It is very close at the top. A few people going to have a guess early on. Bit of a Hail Mary stab. Down to 50 points then. Hemispherical greenhouse in the Eden Project, for example. 7 letters, you want the fourth. Regal sounding butterfly, common in North America. 7 letters, you want the fifth. 45 points available to solve now. Dropping to 40. Armoured small mammal, which should probably be small armoured mammal. My bad for not catching that. 9 letters, you want the 8th. Dogfish solving for 40 points. Samster solving for 40. Innes solving for 40. Mark and Ramsey solving for 40. Innes has the lead. Predator that rides on a frog's back, as the fable goes. 8 letters, you want the 6th. 35 points for solving now. And Quizzle has taken it with 338. Good game. Still for the rest of you, the game goes on. Forest antelope and musical instrument. 5 letters, you want the 3rd. 30 points in the bank available now. Remember, you're looking for an animal. And on we go. An insect comedy called Daddy Longlegs. 8 letters, you want the 7th. 25 points for solving now. There's another solve. Zeus getting there. Down to 20 points. Species of domestic cat with noticeably shorter tail. 4 letters, you want the 1st. And we are after an animal. One final clue for you. 15 points. Anteater, named after Afrikaans word for ground pig. 8 letters, you want the 2nd. This is the final clue. Remember, 1 point for every letter in the right place, even if you don't solve it outright. Fair no, sorry Ash. Once a stream. And final 15 seconds of thinking time. 10 points available if you can crack the Cryptex now. Give it a go. Worth some points even if you're not right. And there's your time. It was a mandrill. A biodome is a hemispherical greenhouse. Monarch is the regal sounding butterfly. Armadillo is the small armoured mammal. Scorpion is the predator that rides on a frog's back. Bongo is a forest antelope and also a musical instrument. Cranefly is the insect commonly called the daddy longlegs. And a manx is the species of domestic cat with the shorter tail. And an aardvark is the anteater named after the Afrikaans word for ground pig. That is the end of the game, and our winner with 338 is Quizzle83. Very well played. Have multiple GGs from me. Multiple GGs. There we go. Lots of lovely GGs. What a game that was. A lot of back and forth. Going on there. Let me award some medals. I'll let everyone catch their breath as well. It's always a bit exhausting doing this game, isn't it? Quizzle83 takes the gold medal. Now cut that out. Takes the silver medal. And Innes takes the bronze, just missing out by a single point. There's Samsa, 323, 1 point behind Innes. That early risky attempt on the first puzzle of round 3, maybe you're undoing there, Samster, but great game all the same. And yes, must be said to Oni, wonderful pack there. I thought very accessible. Really good, well thought out questions, very accessible, not too hard, not too cryptic. Despite the name of the game, and really, really lovely stuff. So thank you very much to Oni for that, and congrats to Innes, Toot, and Quizzle. Have some medals. Everybody else, points equal pennies, and they will be added on automatically when the credits roll. Yes, successful Cryptex is good Cryptex. I agree with. But yeah, so those medals have gone out and went for glory. Well, to be fair, Sam, so to get a perfect game on the first 2 rounds is an achievement in itself. I don't think we've seen that before, so very, very well played. If anyone else would like some pennies, here we go. I'll give you 10 pennies for free. Cryptex 53 is what you need to type if you would like some bonus pennies. They'll be added on automatically. I'll do another one in a minute, so they'll be automatically added on, and that'll be great. Right, that's the end of our first game. Nice, snappy game of Cryptex to get all our brains working, and I'll give them a 5-minute brain break now. I thought I might have done the changes for the new game that I did on Ash's server on Sunday, but unfortunately they've got a little bit more work that needs to be done to it, so that may be being a warm-up game on Thursday, new game. If you fancy coming along to that, if I set myself a target to try and do it for Thursday, that could be fun. But not happening tonight, so we'll just have a regular ad break at this time. Yeah. We are staying in ancient Egypt for our next game as we go to the pyramid for a question pack from Jay White, which I haven't actually downloaded from the server yet. It has been proofed, and many thanks to, I think it was Oni who proofed this one. Again, let's just double check that. I'm pretty sure it was Oni. Season 6 packs. Jay White, yes, it was Oni who proofed this one. So Oni's missing out 2 games in a row. So very, very grateful to Oni. Oni writer for the first and proofer for the second. Sure, it's a very nice pack, so I just need to download that from the Google Drive and import it into the game. And then we will play the pyramid. I'm going to stop that bonus right there. So, staying in ancient Egypt right after the break with the pyramid from Jay White. Ben didn't get so. Well, what's Topper said? I'm getting 5 games tonight. Only 5, yeah, I know. Only 5 if you include the warm-up, if you include Wordle, Cryptex, Pyramid, Google that, Arena. Only 5. Sorry, Topper, I have to sleep sometimes as well. Thanks again to Oni for a lovely question pack, a lovely start to the stream right there. And Quizzle, congratulations, our Cryptex champion this week. Stay right there. We'll be back in a few minutes with the Pyramid from Jay White. Don't go away. And don't touch that dial because game night will be right back after a very quick ad break. Stay right there, we'll be back soon. part 2 of Game Night on Tuesday the 18th of January, where it is Pyramid Time. Question pack written by Jay White, proof by Oni, and very much looking forward to sharing it with you. Just combed it into the game, but looks like there were no problems there. Also, welcome to Joe G. Eisen's score count. If I didn't clock you before, welcome. I forgot to flag my active chat, mark my active chatters as flagged, so I didn't see new people come in because you were all green. Now you've all got white, so when new people come in, you'll go green. It's the Pyramid, the game with the most complicated rule set in the world while still maintaining an element and aura of being ostensibly simple. So complicated that every single week I get something wrong with it, but I'm sure we'll have a great time with it all the same, with a lovely question pack from Jay White to look forward to. If you want to play, type in the code. KCJX. And for reasons best known to past Ben, this one you have to type a leave rather than the code again to leave the game. Who knows why I did that? I know why I did that. It's because originally you could give yourself any name you wanted in one of my many failed experiments for things that might improve game night, but actually ended up just being really confusing and complicated because I just called you by the names I know you buy from your avatars. So, yeah, and also the text is so small on here, it's very difficult to read your name sometimes anyway. But there we go. Can't have everything now, can we? Where would you put it? And for again, why have I got the ring-a-ding button on here? Don't know. Oh, the piano working. It's a bit gusty at the moment. Right. Slightly less puzzly than normal ones, okay. There does not need to be... No, that's the fact we don't need any certifiable reason to have a ring-a-ding button. Although, I put a pain button on my stream deck the other day and then I took it off again. From the... You know, in that episode of Doctor Who with the... with these characters, these dudes, who eventually get converted into... Spoiler alert for World Enough and Time, Mondasian Cybermen. They wander around, they have a pain button. Hello, Player 2 Star, welcome to the stream, great to see you. Thank you well. Yes, they say pain. Pain. Pain threshold is pretty good actually. I'm saying a little bit sore. I've taken one of the steri strips off now, so I'm starting to breathe around the scar marks, and as and when they're all cleaned up and all off, I'll see if I can show you the scarring if anyone's remotely interested in that. I don't know if I kept it though. I certainly took it off the stream deck. Let me just pop to BRB in a minute to see if I left the sound on the desktop. I did. Right, hang on. Let me find the stream deck back up a minute. There's the pyramid. Let's come back to Game with Cam. And if we go to... It's going to yeet over here a minute. There's my soundboard. Let's put it there and we'll call that pain. And then we'll go desktop, pain. And so now we have a pain button. Pain. Pain. So I can just press that when I was in pain. I can just press the pain button. Pain. I think I might leave that on here for when people get wrong answers, maybe, or when they have an unfortunate moment. We can just go pain like that. That'll be very funny. Right. I need another stream deck purely for soundboards, obviously. Is it? Yeah, it really is, isn't it? A shame button. Oh yeah, a shame ding ding ding. Pain replaces F in chat. Yeah. Pain. I like that. Well, let me copy it over into the pyramid because I'm not exactly short of space on this tab. So I'll add that there, and I'll leave the stream deck open in case I want to do more stuff later on. Pain. Great, we have a pain button. Right, let's begin the game. Here's how to play. The 4 fastest players to answer each question earn a slot on the game board. When the row is full, those players then compete for the available slots in the next row. But beware, if you choose to answer and are incorrect, you are prevented from earning or keeping a slot on the row. Keep playing though, because all players earn points for correct answers, as indicated by the number on the row we're currently on. At the end of each row, the highest scorer or scorers will claim, excuse me, will claim any slots that were left vacant by unsuccessful players. ties are broken on total response time, which isn't displayed anywhere on screen, it's just kept internally. Players who initially earned a slot but subsequently lost it will not be eligible to earn a vacant slot. 4 players who reach the top will progress to the final. So, if you are one of the 4 players to get the first question right and earn a slot on the owl tile, you might want to think twice before answering after that, because of course you get more points, and points are good if you're right, but if you get it wrong, you forego your slot on the tile and you will not be able to get one on the second chance saloon at the end. Okay? Long and short of it is, if you get a question wrong, you are in the shadows, and you don't want to be in the shadows, because if you are in the shadows, you can only get through on a second chance saloon, so to speak. So yeah, that's about all there is to it. Answer the questions. Abstention is a very valid tactic, and you get 10 pennies for every question that you get right throughout this game, which means there's a total of 130 pennies up for grabs. If you're all ready, let's play the pyramid. And we are going to start with the owl question. Make sure you're whispering to Persephone's Twitch bot. We will see if we can trial that emote only while the questions are active in chat as well. We'll see if that works. For the first question then, for a slot in the game on the owl tile, your question is: which Shakespearean work featuring the twins Violet and Sebastian had the subtitle "What You Will"? Only a smattering attempting this. Just 10 players giving this one a go. Nobody wanted to go to the shadows too early. Let's take a look at the answer, which was 12th Night. If you gave me 12th Night, you'll go green. If not, that was as if the Cryptex is over in the next pyramid, Jack. We've moved over a dune. Behave, Samster. One of only 2 Shakespearean works to have a title. Yes, 12th Night. The other one being oh, I should know this. I don't know. Is it Henry VIII? Really? I wouldn't have said that. I was thinking, is it What You Will, or As You Like It, but all is true. Well, there we go. Romeo and Juliet 2, Die Harder. Let's take a look. If you were right, you go green. If not, you're going to go red. Everyone who attempted it getting it right, so that's a nice start. It is going to come down to speed. Let's see, first of all, anyone who got it wrong into the shadows, which is no one in this case. A point to everyone who got it right. And the 4 fastest were Zeus, Aaron, Toot, and Joe. You are onto the first tile, so if you get a question wrong, you will not be able to progress on the first row and you will lose your tile. So only answer if you are absolutely certain is my advice. Points if you get them right, but you are now through to the next row. Well played. Let's go on to the eagle question. Let's take a look. First one. Famously known for his escapades, what name was magician Eric Weiss more commonly known as? Good staple trivia knowledge here. Majority of players attempting this. Why do I start the full name? Correct answer was Houdini. Harry Houdini would also have been accepted there. 20 players attempting this, twice as many as last time. If you're right, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. And again, everyone who's attempted it has gone green. Nice to see. Start of incorrect players, end of incorrect players is what my debug log says. Very nice. So again, it's going to come down to speed. Out of the 20 who answered, not sure how many had already qualified. Certainly at least 3 of them. Let's have a look and see who our fastest 4 were. Let's put anyone into the shadows who needs to go there. There we go. In fact, all 4 of them who were already through answered again, getting it right. So it's down to the 16 who was fastest. Innis, Samster, Quizzle, and Proves. You are all onto the first row. Very well played. There are 8 slots left, and with 9, 18, 27, 28, 29 players in the game, it means we're going to have 13 players going out on this first row, or into the shadows, but of course you can get back in if you amass enough points. On to the zigzag question then. Take a look at this. Which young Grammy winner featured in FIFA 19's official soundtrack with You Should See Me in a Crown? How many giving this one a go? just 7 players attempting this one. Not many at all. And of those 7, at least 2 of them have already gotten access through to the next round. Let's take a look. The correct answer was Eilish, or Billie Eilish. Except not that song. Billie Eilish was the answer. If you gave me Eilish or Billie Eilish, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red. Again, everyone who attempted it getting it right. So all 7 are correct. No wrong answers have appeared yet. Let's put anyone into the shadows who needs to go there. And there are only 4 eligible because the other 3 of the 7 who answered were already through. They're going to be up to 2 or 3 points now. So it's Jack, Lewis, Shapes, and player 2. Very well played. You are going to be on this tile. Let's find out what order you're going in. Lewis was fastest, Jack was second, Shapes was third, and player 2 was fourth. Very well played. You are through to the next part of the game, which means if you are not lit blue yet, you may as well attempt this question, because if you abstain from this one, it is the end of the row and you will be going to the shadows anyway. So you might as well attempt this one. If you are blue, maybe don't attempt it unless you're 100% sure, because you could lose a space and give it to somebody else. So for the Eye of Horus question, let's have a look. Which mononymous Brazilian football legend, born in 1940, shares his name with the Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes? Excellent use of the word mononymous there. Mononymous meaning they only have one name. Unsurprisingly, the majority of people giving this one a go, 24 in total. Correct answer was Pele. Pele, mononymous meaning they've only got one name. He is known just as Pele. If you gave me Pele, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red. Just one error there. It was Topper who's gone for Neymar. Unfortunately, not the right answer. And it does mean, unfortunately, Topper, you are not going to be able to qualify. And it's off to the shadows. A lot of barking. I guess that means Dylan's home. So, we've got a number of players who are eligible here. AB Me, Riff, Lupine, BC, True Anonoman, Colo, Jogging Chum, Natter, Energia, Quizface, Ramsey, Jers, Mark, and Kegler Coach. All eligible for the Eye of Horus, but only 4 of you can get through. The fastest 4 is what it will be. Best of luck. Who's through? Mark was first, AB Me was second, BC was third, and Ramsey was fourth. Very well played. You make up the 60, the Eye of Horus, yes. Horus. You are the 16 players through on this first row. Very well played. You get to progress up to the next row. But of course, everyone who's about to go to the shadows, do continue playing, do keep answering. A, because every question you get right is worth 10 pennies, and B, because you could get a second chance saloon if one of these players, or any of these players, leave a gap on the next row. But for now, if you're not through, it's off to the shadows. And there, your plaque will go dark, your font will go white, but you are still live in the game, so keep answering. For you 16 who are through to this row, it's now 2 points per question. For everyone, it's 2 points per question. First one, we're going to look at the sperm question. I'm sure it's not a sperm, but that's what I'm going to call it. It's more like a sort of bulb flower with a bulb on it, but either way. The sperm question is what it's going to be. It's worth 2 points, and you need to get a slot, book your slot before the end of this row. Only 3 questions here. Good luck. Here's question. What word can be preceded by back followed by stick and is a measure of length, for example, of a garden? And there's your time. 23 players attempting this one, quite a few of whom are in the shadows. Let's take a look. The answer was yard. Yes, if you're in the shadows, you might as well attempt every question. By the way, just saying. Yard. Yard is the answer. Can be preceded by back, so backyard, followed by stick, yard stick, and a measurement of a garden. Is it a measure of length? Used to be. Oh, Alice Gem Redeeming, show me the doggo. We will show you the doggo. I'll bring her in. I'll bring it. Tell you what, Alex, I'll bring her in after the game, if that's okay. When this game concludes, and I'll put it on the big cam for you all to see. Right. If you gave me yard, you go green. If not, you're going to go red. Again, everyone who attempted getting it right. Very well played. Going green, lots of green there. Anyone who got it wrong needs to go to the shadows, but that's no one here. Lots of points being given out, so if second chance saloons arise, could be in with a chance. Lots of green still there, but only 4 of you can earn a slot on the sperm tile. Let's find out who is fastest. Lewis, Innes, Joe, and Samster, you are through to this tile. So for the next 2 questions, you might want to think twice before you answer, unless you're 100% sure. Got stuck on back meter. Nice. Right, onto the mosaic tile then next. Another question for you. Take a look. Which Marvel actor became the joint owner of Wrexham AFC alongside Rob McElhenney in 2021? Players having a go at this one. The correct answer was Ryan Reynolds. Reynolds or Ryan Reynolds. Why did you type both names? Could affect your speed here too. We'll have to wait and see. If you gave me Reynolds or Ryan Reynolds, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Some wrong answers coming in here. Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Cumberbatch, and Downey. All incorrect, but all from players who are already in the shadows, so no extra penalty there. But a few people getting the right answer, which is nice to see. Unfortunately, if you're in the shadows, you need to go back there now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. 6 players give me the right answer of those 6. Only 4 can progress on the mosaic. Let's take a look. Who was fastest? Zeus, Quizzle, Toot, and BC. Aaron and Mark, both correct, but just a little bit slow. One more opportunity to book your slot on this hand tile, and again, if you haven't got passage on this row, you might as well attempt this question, because if you do not get this question, do not get a slot on this tile, you will be sent to the shadows after this one all the same. I just realised I'm looking at that and I don't need to, because that's just citations rather than factoids. Right, it's the hand question. Good luck to you all. Take a look at this. What African country, beginning with the letter A, was the last to ban leaded petrol, doing so in 2021? Players having a go at this one. Not everyone who's in the light, which is interesting to see, so they will be sent, unless they're already through, of course. The correct answer was Algeria. Algeria was the answer we wanted. If you gave me that, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Angola, not the right answer, I'm afraid it was Algeria. It's a sort of a yin or a yang question, go one way or the other. Unfortunately, Angola was the wrong way to go, and if you gave me that, you must go to the shadows. We lose some players from the lower tiles, but no one who'd already booked a slot. We have got our 8 players through. They're not making any extra, but look at this. We've only got 3 players with the right answer, AB, me, Ramsey, and Aaron, which means we are going to have a second chance saloon, which will go to the player with the highest score and the least amount of time spent answering. First of all, let's put our 3 players onto the hand tile. Ramsey, then Aaron, then AB, me, and then 1 empty slot. Very well done to you, 11. You are through to the next round. Everyone else is off to the shadows. However, we have got a space. We didn't fill up the tiles, so we are going to give it to the player with the highest score and the least, the player in the shadows, I should say, with the highest score and the least amount of time spent answering it. Looks like it's going to be Mark as the only player in the shadows on 7. Let's find out, shall we, computer? It is indeed. Mark, welcome back to the light. You're back in the game. And we have our 12, Lewis, Innes, Joe, Samster, Zeus, Quizzle, Toot, BC, Ramsey, Aaron, AB, me, and Mark. On to the next row. Each question is now worth 3, so still worth answering, especially if you're in the shadows. You might as well have a go. It's the staff question. Have a look at this. What feverish mosquito-borne disease does ague most commonly refer to? 26 players having a go at this one. For 3 points, the correct answer was malaria. Malaria. If you gave me malaria, you will go green. If not, you are going to go red. Ooh, dengue, mosquito, dengue fever, West Nile, yellow fever, dengue. All incorrect answers, I'm afraid. And if you're not already in the shadows, Joe, not in the shadows at the moment. You were through on that round, but unfortunately that is the wrong answer. We have to send you into the shadows. And we've got more than 4, so we're going to have a full tile here on the staff. Let's take a look and see who was fastest. Mark was first, Lewis second, Quizzle was third, and Zeus was fourth. Mark, our second chance saloon on the last row, is the first through on this row. But remember, you can lose that slot if you get it wrong, the next question wrong, then you will lose the slot and you won't be eligible for the second chance saloon. Lewis, Quizzle, and Zeus find themselves very comfortable there. We're going to come on to the Viper question. No, not the Horned Viper, but the unhorned Viper. The snake, the asp, maybe. The snake question is next. But anyone in the shadows who needs to go there. Oh no, he's going to load the question. Have a look at this. What art movement focused on painting the effects of light accurately were Monet and Renoir were part of? Well, a part of, I think that probably should be. What art movement focused on painting the effects of light accurately were Monet and Renoir a part of? 27 players attempting this one. The correct answer was Impressionism. They were Impressionist painters. I'm not sure if Impressionist is a variant. Don't think it is a variant answer, but I will condone Impressionist. If I might get through the spell checker, I probably won't condone Impression if anyone's put that and it doesn't get through the spell checker automatically. Let's take a look. Green if you gave me Impressionism, red if you did not. Pointillism, Art Deco, Realism, 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 all wrong answers. Everyone else giving me some variation on Impressionism. Very well done. It was the end of the row, so you might as well have had a go at that one, but unfortunately if you've given me a wrong answer, it's off to the shadows. And look at this, we're not going to have any last chance saloons because we have got 6 players giving me the right answer. AB, Me Too, Innes, Samsa, Aaron and Ramsey, who haven't already got an access. Let's find out who's going on to the snake tile. The fastest 4 were... 2 was first, Samster was second, Innes was third, and AB Me was fourth. It does mean at this stage of the game we have to lose Ramsey and Aaron to the shadows. Good game to get up to the 3rd row. Ramsey for getting there from all the way from the first. Last in on the bottom row, on the last tile in the 2nd row, but just missing out on the 3rd. Aaron was through on the first question and then on the last question of the last row, but not quick enough this time, I'm afraid. It's off to the shadows. And we have, yes, stacked row 3 really is a bit, isn't it? We have no second chance saloon to give away, so it is just these 8 players. Mark, Quizzle, Lewis, Zeus, Toot, Innes, Samster and AB Me. I don't know why I've read it in that order, but there we are. Battling it out for the 4 slots available on the cleft tile at the top. 4 of you can get through, 4 of you cannot, or will not get through I should say. And if there are any spare slots at the end, if we don't have 4, then it will go to the highest scoring player in the shadows, which might very well end up being one of the players in the light. We'll have to see, because there are 4 points available for this question. Good luck, have a look. Smaller of Mars' 2 moons was named after which Greek personification of terror and dread? Again, a high attended question. Unsurprisingly, the correct answer was Deimos. I only know this one because I started to write a book with this in the title, the Deimos Chronicles, which I really need to go back and finish. A long time ago when I did more writing that wasn't quiz focused, actual sort of fiction writing. If anyone's interested, I've still got the first chapter kicking about somewhere. Pyramids of Mars. Yeah, the Deimos Chronicles. I've still got the first chapter kicking around. If anyone's interested in literature, I might post it into the Discord channel at some point. Get some feedback, and maybe it'll encourage me to write some more. There's a Discord. Come and join us. Anyone wants to read some writing. It's difficult to say who's winning at the moment, Rubik's. You don't really have a winner in this game. Until the end. Turn it into a musical. No, I don't think I can do that too. If you gave me Deimos, yep. Okay, fine. Maybe I won't share my chapter with you. If you gave me Deimos, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Oh, we've gone the other way. Phobos, Daedalus. Io is a moon of Jupiter. Phobos Pan is possibly Neptune. Is it Neptune's the one that's named after all the Shakespeare characters? Is Pan a Shakespeare character? What even are moons? I don't even know. Yeah, whoever's on the pyramid is the best shots, basically, Rubik's, is the long and short of it. If you didn't give me Deimos, I'm afraid you are going to the shadows. Uranus is a Shakespeare one. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 8 of the players on the road did give me a right answer, but only 4 of them can get through. It will be the fastest 4. Who was it? Let's find out. Mark was fastest. Zeus was second. 2 was third. Samster was fourth. Quizzle, Innes, Lewis, and AB Me, a valiant effort, but there are no free slots, and you were not fast enough. It is going to be Mark, Zeus, Toot, and Samster in the final. Very well played to get to the top of the pyramid. And for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all but Mark, who has got through, for all the 4 players who are going out, you have been here since the very bottom row of the pyramid, but unfortunately, you can go no further. I'm afraid you must go to the shadows. So there we have our final 4, Mark, Zeus, Toot, and Samster, 3 of whom managed it from the first row. In fact, Zeus managed it for the very first question, and in fact, Zeus and Toot from the first question. Mark getting in at the end of the second row on a second chance saloon. 19, 18, 18, and 17 are your scores. They are the 4 highest scores in the game. Lewis also has 17. Innes is on 16. Aaron's on 17. So the second chance saloons do come in the final as well, so do keep answering. It's time for the final. Let's rotate the pyramid. So there we have Zeus, Toot, Samster, Mark, poised at the bottom of the pyramid. This works exactly the same way as previous rounds, except we fill all 3 tiles at once. So there are 3 slots on the first row, 2 on the next, and then only 1 spot for the finalists at the end at every stage. If the players do not between themselves manage to fill the row, then the second chance saloon will be granted to anyone in the shadows. Highest score, least amount of time, same metric. So with 3 questions to go, it's a leg, 1 reed, and a lion-y thing. Lion, let's call it lion. Good luck, here's your question. Just the 1 read, yeah, just the 1 read this week. If you committed uxoricide, who would you have murdered? Uxoricide. 24 players giving it a go. Unsurprisingly, all 4 who were still in the light included. The correct answer was your wife. Specifically your wife. I don't think partner will qualify, because I believe it would be a different name for your husband. I will double check this, so depending what you said. If you've given me wife, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. Cow. Boris Johnson, royal consort, a person, the Pope. The person is technically correct. I think we're after something a bit more specific. The Pope, yourself, aunt, brother, your mum from Samster, uncle, priest, uncle, sister, and ux, and uncle. Let me just double check this one. Is it specifically wife? The killing of one's wife. Yes, it is specifically wife, the derivation of that word. It's for Oedipus. Oh, really? Oh, there we go. Your mum is not the right answer, though, Samster, so I'm afraid it's going to be off to the shadows. Which means there's only 3 left standing. Zeus, Toot, and Mark, you are going to take your place on this next row. Let's put you in order. Mark was fastest, Toot was second, Zeus was third. Samster leaving the pyramid, but could still technically get a second chance saloon with 5 points per question. Let's find out what happens on the Horned Viper and the Fist Bump, which is probably actually a belt. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that's sending anyone to the shadows. I forgot I have that button. See, every time I forget one button press. With 2010, Christopher Nolan directed film followed Don Cobb's efforts to reverse extract an idea. Bloody film. 23 attempting this one. Correct answer was Inception, I believe. Love that film. Great film. Can't believe that's 10 years old, 11 years old. Where does the time go? Anyway, if you gave me Inception, apparently that's what it's about, Ramsey. Ineption. I think that sums me up in this game. Pain. Very much, Samster. If you gave me Inception, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red. No, let it through, Samster. Dunkirk, a film. Tenet. 2 going for Tenet. No, Tenet was 2020. Memento and Goonies, all incorrect answers, which means we're going to lose Toot to the void, to the shadows. It was Inception. If you gave me anything other than that, it's off to the shadows. Meaning there are just 2 left to qualify. Zeus and Mark take your place on the next row of the pyramid. Zeus was faster that time. Mark was second. So, it's all going to come down to the chiclet question. I had raised it. And you still got in faster, Zeus. It's very impressive. So, the chiclet question to finish off the game. Whichever out of Zeus and Mark gets there first wins the game. If only one of them gets it right, then that person wins the game. If neither of them get it right, then it will go to the player with the most points. Which at the moment is Zeus. So if Zeus gets it wrong, then Zeus could still win, but you've got Aaron on 27, you've got Lewis on 27, you've got Innes on 26. Any of those players could overtake, and of course if Zeus and Mark both get it wrong, then their scores will be staying the same, while others could be going up. So Zeus and Mark with the advantage. Eyes also on Aaron and Lewis and Innes. Good luck. And Quizzle as well, top right there on that column. Quizzle as well. Good luck. The chiclet question is: in programming languages such as Java, what does the second N in NAN stand for? I don't know why I thought it was propagation. 24 players attempting that. I don't know what I'm confusing it with. Oh, it's as simple as that, is it? Okay. Correct answer was number. Number. I'm a man, Nan. NAN stands for one's grandma. No. Not a number. Not a number in programming languages. There we go. Not a number. If you gave me not a number, if you gave me number, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Zeus and Mark have both got a number. Jack, I'm going to condone that, give you some extra pennies. It's 10 pennies per question, and it's Mark who was wrong. How frightfully rude. Jack Wilfred, there you are. Have some points. Nothing, natural, node, no, name, and 9. Pain. All incorrect, I'm afraid. So, if you gave me a wrong answer, I'm afraid it's off to the shadows. Zeus has got the high score of 34, and he's got a right answer as well. The only thing that can stop him taking the top of the pyramid is if Mark got there first. Who has scaled the pyramid tonight? It's Mark! Mark wins, not with the high score, but with the faster answer when it counted. Mark, it does mean you have gone blue at the end there. We need to send Zeus to the shadows. And it does mean that Mark, very well played, you have scaled the pyramid! Mark, scaling the pyramid there, very well played. Commiserations, Zeus, a very tightly fought game at the end there, but it was Mark's game in the end. Very well played, Mark. We will give you your pyramid medal. And of course, big thanks to Jay White for a lovely little question pack there. Nice, accessible question pack. And some big scores to prove it. And I will, of course, give you 10 pennies for every question that you got right in that round. The Pyramid, Mark, and Jay White, the author. That's awarding some medals. Very well played. Nice little game there. And not too much as we had there, which was nice to see. So, Mark scaling the pyramid, and of course your pennies will be added on when the credits roll in just a moment. So, give me a few minutes to get set up for the next game, which is Google That, the delayed Google That from Cyclespace, which I'm very much looking forward to. Cyclespace has very much embraced the nature of the Google That questions here, I have to say, to the point where I've actually extended the question timer. I've had to extend the music loop. It might take some getting used to, but you've now got 20 seconds for each question, but this also goes to affect the end game, where before I just put the timescale down, now it does it properly rather than slowing the timescale down. It syncs up with the clock. So Yeah, longer time to answer questions, but you will need a little bit of extra time with some of these questions that Cyberspace has got up. It's a very, very fun pack. A little bit tricky, but I think you'll have a good time. If you're not one of the lucky 12 to get in, don't forget there is the lobby game that you can play along with. You cannot join halfway through yet. That is something on the to-do list, so just bear that in mind. Is no one in chat tonight? Oh, you're all hanging over in bashes tonight. Okay, well, fair enough. I just sort of clicked onto Discord and said, oh, there's no one in voice chat tonight, but I guess everyone's over the road in Bash's voice chat, which is all good. This is what happens because Ash is number 1 and I'm number 2. That's what it is. Kappa. Right, that is the end of that. Give me 5 minutes. I'll run an ad break and then... Oh, Ash bought biscuits. That makes sense. I have beer, though. Oh, but you're dry, aren't you, Zeus? My bad. No, it did really make sense to move. Everyone's already there already. I suppose it makes sense. Totally. I'm not bitter. Not remotely bitter. No, it makes sense. It makes sense for everyone to move from one server to the other. I'd say it doesn't faze me. It just took me slightly back. Anyway, Google that coming right up after this break. Congratulations to Mark. You have scaled the pyramid. And stay right there because in a few minutes' time it is the delayed Google That pack as written by Cyclespace. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a good one. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. back to the third part of Game Night on this Tuesday evening, and I hope you're all ready to play some Google That. Welcome, Shadowbane, to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. And let's give you all another bonus, a googly bonus, Google 60. But of course, just to clarify, don't Google in this game. It's against the rules and the spirit of what we stand for here at Game Night. Still to come this evening, Google That's normally about an hour, and then we've got the final of the 4 qualifiers for the arena. Yes, a new interactive game show, Twitch interactive game show, a new Twitch interactive game show by Persephone's Chair. Yeah, it is a bit, it's a bit of a journey. All the different things happening tonight. We had a bit of darkness, so quite a bit of darkness on Saturday. But Google That, and then we've got the arena, the 4th and final qualifier for the tournament, which begins proper on Thursday with the first 2 heats. While I've got your attention, actually here, Jimmy T, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Yes, okay. Mobile players not. Yes, very good, Aaron. While I've got you here, the first 2 heats of the arena, which are this Thursday, I haven't pinged question writers yet, but I have today just finished writing up the question writing tool. It's on the master file. It is on there. I haven't fully tested it yet. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 95% sure it's working, but I will want to do some more bug testing for it, which I will do and publish and ping after the stream this evening. I do rather desperately need 2 question packs for the arena for this Thursday. After that, then I can sort of get a few from people as and when they're needed. Obviously, if you qualify for the top 16, which is maybe why, and also the tool hasn't been there, if you qualify for the top 16, you can still write, but obviously you won't be able to face your own pack, because if you are in the top 16, you cannot play in the audience game. If you are in the audience game and you write a pack, you will not be able to play along in that particular audience game. I'm hoping if enough people can contribute to writing the packs for us, then you'll only have to miss 1 or 2 either of in the audience game. So if anybody fancied throwing a pack together, now you've seen the sort of style that we're after. Generally getting more difficult towards round 3, but within the rounds themselves there's no fixed difficulty curve. So round 1 are generally easy to medium, round 2 are medium to hard, round 3 medium to very hard, but within those subsets of rounds there is no specific difficulty curve. So you can have question 1 could be medium, question 2 could be very easy, for example. I could do really rather originally with a couple of those. I've slightly burnt myself out writing questions for this game, so I've written 4 qualifier packs. Admittedly, there are fewer questions in there, so the idea of writing a full pack is a little scary, but if anyone has got some questions kicking about that they think they might be able to contribute to that, I'll be most grateful to hear from you. Thank you very much, and I will ping all that into the server in a bit. Let's open up this lobby and get this game underway. Gandhi, second cousin of Gandhi. Come join the lobby. If you only want to play in the audience game, then !exclude. Your name will go red, and then you will not be picked for the hot seat game, for which we need 12 players. Well, I've got names in my exclusion list, and then I realised people have self-excluded, so yeah. So, pop yourselves in, and this is Cycle Space's question pack, and very tasty it is as well. Aaron, are you going to do this for the entire game? Lord. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 20, 28, 29 people in the server. You are? Okay, fair enough. I'm going to force you into the hot seat then, and then watch you try and do both at the same time. Right, we'll give it one more round of the loop, or until I have gassed my new pipe, whichever comes first. My pliers in here, I hope they are, because otherwise I'm going to have a really hard time here. Welcome to the game, Rubik's. Rubik's, are you definitely around for this one? Because if you get picked into the hot seat, and then disappear, then obviously that's denying somebody else a place there. So it's about an hour. I only asked you specifically, Rubik's, because I'm aware you joined Cryptex and then seemed to slightly disappear. So you're going to stay cool. That's all good. Where are my pissing pliers? Well, cock. is my conclusion. Pain is what I'm going to be going through. I'm going to have to go get them, I'm afraid. Have one more round of the loop, because if I don't regas my pipe, I'm going to start burning the coil up. Stay there. I'll be right back. Still a little sore, but I'm pretty much there now. Well, it turns out my toolkit is probably in the garage, which is probably where my pliers have gone back to, unless they're in the bedroom. That's all I can think of. No. Well, that is the problem. I'm gonna have to go without pipe for the rest of the stream because I can't take it, because I need to take the the cap off the nick shot and off there to mix them, but I need pliers to do that, and apparently I've lost my pliers. They normally live in here for this exact reason. Oh well, I'll just have to... What have I got? I've got a dribble in there, but that's literally a dribble. Right, anyway, there we go. Resolved all that, not to the satisfaction that I wanted it to. Oh well. 8 points in Cryptex, 8 points in the Pyramid. I think 8 is my number today. Maybe you'll be the 8th player selected, Kegler Coach. Drink the fake juice straight. I'm not going to do that. Okay, chum. I've only got one drawer, Natter, and it never goes in there, and it's, well, what's the point? It's not in there, so if it was out, if it was in here, it would be on the desk, because that's where it lives. Anyway, never mind. Let's lock it up and play Google That. My sister-in-law's over at the moment, so I don't think Mrs. Flush is going to do that just now. It's fine, I can go with that for the next hour or so. Right! Google That time. If you're ready, let's pick our dynamic dozen. And around and around and around and around and around and round you go. Starting on podium number 11 on the far right. Oni, welcome to the game. That's good karma, you getting first in, having proofed and written tonight. Welcome to the game, Oni. Great to see you. Hope you're keeping well. And front and centre on the red podium, Ramsey Fox. That goes very well with your tuft of hair there on your Fox costume. Welcome on into the game, front and centre. And on podium number 2, over at the back, it's Rubik's. Welcome on in, Rubik's. Great to have you here. Hope you are keeping well. Welcome to the game. Now you have to stay around. Over on podium number 3 on the left-hand side, Jogging Charm, who condones drinking vape sauce straight from the bottle. Welcome to the game, Jogging Charm. Hope you're keeping well. Round and round we go a little bit more. On to podium number 5, still in the centre row, it's Natter. Welcome on in, Natter. Great to see you. Come along, who's next? Come on to podium number 4, still on the middle row, True Anony Man. Welcome to the game. Great to see you. Welcome on in. And next up, and finishing the middle row, 4 in a row, it's Cetra. Welcome on into the game, Cetra. Hope you're keeping well. Let's go round again. On to podium number 1, gliding over all, it's the Lupine One. Lupine One, welcome on in to the game. Hope you're keeping well. 4 more podiums that need filling. 8 on the front row, it's AB Me. Come on down, AB Me. Welcome to Google That. 3 more podiums that need filling. We're starting with pole position. Podium 0 up there at the back. It's Proogs. Hello there, Proogs. Welcome to the game. 2 more on the front row that need finishing off, the green and the yellow. We're going over to Jeremy Corbyn corner next. On the green podium, it's Kegler Coach. 11th player drawn Kegler, it turns out. And finishing off our lineup on podium number 10, it's Zeus. Welcome to all 12 of you. Hope you're ready to play Google That tonight. Whew. And there's our lobby players there. Topper, Innes, Aaron, Riff, Shakes, Jack, Mark, Player 2, Samster, DMC, Toot, Jers, BC, Quizface, Pyro, Colo, Quizzle, and Amy. Welcome you all to the game. Yes, exclamation mark followed by a message in public chat to make your avatar speak. And first, stop the game. Yeah, I don't know why it's not ordered alphabetically, but there we are. You can't, not typed, you can't fix it, fair enough. So, reminder that you must whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot in this game for everything. If you don't, it won't be accepted. In fact, we might even try that emote-only mode when the questions are live. And more importantly, it won't be processed. So, Yeah, make sure you whisper to the bot. Quite the package of players, indeed so. I think we should get the game underway. It's a pack from Cyclespace. I think you're going to love it. Let's go to round one. Round one is the early bird. Answer the multiple choice question. The question will appear in the chat first. A, B, C, or D to Persephone's Twitch bot. Hi from up there. Yes, hello, Prigs. A, B, C, or D to Persephone's Twitch bot. I think I've mapped 1, 2, 3, and 4 now as well and fixed it, so that should be a thing that you can also do if you want to get a little bit of extra speed. Only the first 5 correct players will score, and you'll get 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2 points respectively. No points if you're wrong or you're too slow. Instructions there on how to whisper, which I'm hoping everybody knows how to do by now. 5 questions in the round means there's a maximum of 50 points available. There'll be a countdown before the question, and you'll get a slightly longer to answer. You get 20 seconds now rather than 12, which is what it was originally. Hopefully you'll get used to the loop, which I've slightly added some of my own stuff to and slightly edited so it lasts a bit longer. Hopefully it won't throw you through too much of a loop. Right, let's get on with it. Here we go, ready for question number 1. Fingers on buzzers, A, B, C, or D. Here we go. Which of these is not a perfect square in the 12 Days of Christmas? The number of calling birds, the number of partridges in a pear tree, the number of ladies dancing, or the number of maids a-milking? Samson with Shapes just having a little think. And Samson not offering an answer there. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players getting it right. One of them is going to be very sad. Correct answer was D, the number of maids a milking. I am absolutely unequivocally going to need my factoids for this game, because I can't do all of this from memory. Not a chance in hell. Not on your Nelly. Let me zoom out to 75%. Yeah, the number of maids a milking, that's 8. It's a perfect cube, but not a perfect square. 1 partridge in a pear tree, 4 calling birds, and 9 ladies dancing, which is 1, 2, and 3 squared, respectively. Right, Oni getting 10 points there, Ramsey picking up 8, Setra picking up 6, Jongchan picking up 4, Kegler picking up 2. Rubik's was the right answer, but not fast enough, unfortunately. Better luck on the next question. And points in the lobby as well. There we go. On we go to question number 2. Take a look at this. Which of these is not a fruit featured in the original Pac-Man game? One with varieties Cantaloupe and Honeydew Hamlin, one with varieties Cantaloupe and Honeydew, one with varieties Navel and Hamlin, one with varieties Concord and Riesling, one with varieties Fuji and Gala. Those text messages are a mess. So we're only 3 getting the right answer there. Lupine, Natter and Ramsey in the lobby game. Correct answer was C, one with varieties Concord and Riesling. Natter was fastest for 8, Ramsey picking up 8, Lupine getting the first 6 there. So not featured in the game. Fruits in Pac-Man are there. Concord and Riesling are grapes. Fuji and Gala are apples, which are in Pac-Man. Navel and Hamlin are oranges, which are in Pac-Man. Cantaloupe and Honeydew are melons, which are in Pac-Man. So, that was the answer we wanted there. Grapes. Well done to Natter picking up 10 points. Well, let's reset the podiums. That's the line from this game. I forgot. Question number 3 then. Take a look at this. Which of these is not a primary colour of painting? The cross on the flag of Sweden, the cross on the flag of Norway, the cross on the flag of Iceland, the cross on the flag of Denmark. Despite proofing this yesterday, I managed to screw this up when I mentioned it in a game earlier on, in one of Kolo's games. And mixed 2 of them up. Mixed up Denmark and Iceland, I think. Oh, only 4 players getting the right answer here. Star. Very fast rock answer from Ramsey. Only 4 getting it right. Lupine, Setra, Jongcham and AB Me. The correct answer was D, the cross on the flag of Denmark. Oh, hello. Quizzy Dan with the raid of 14. Welcome on in, y'all. And Quizzy Dan, many thanks for the raid. Hope you're keeping well. Great to have you over here, Quizzy Dan and co. Welcome just in time to catch the start of Google That. Unfortunately, you've missed the lobby, but welcome on in. Lovely to see you. Welcome, Meredith, Quizzy Dan and Clemson, Marky V, Sadster, Tebow Bear, and all other raiders from Dan's channel. Great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us, and Dan, thank you for choosing us to raid. Do stick around. We've got the arena, the final arena qualifier coming up after Google that, probably in about 45-60 minutes time. So if you're still up for that, it'd be great to have you along. Welcome on in. Lupine picking up 10 points there, AB me picking up 8, Johnny Chum getting 6, and Cetra getting 4. Primary colours of painting are yellow, red and blue. The flag of Denmark has a white cross, not a primary colour. Iceland has red, Sweden has yellow, Norway has blue. On we go to question number 4. Let's reset the podiums. Question number 4 then. Still a few players looking to get some points on the board. Let's take a look and see what it brings. Which of these animals is not a team name in the NHL, National Hockey League? One with species Jaguar and Leopard, one with species Emperor and Gentoo, one with species Nurse and Hammerhead, or one with species Brown and Polar? Not a team in the NHL. Quite a few getting this one right. 6 out of 12, exactly half of our hot seat game. Correct answer was D, one with species Brown and Polar. A, B, me, bad luck, you were right but weren't fast enough. Yeah, so Brown and Polar are Bears, which are not an NHL team, but they are an NFL team, the Chicago Bears. Emperor and Gentoo are Penguins, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Nurse and Hammerheads are Sharks, the San Jose Sharks. Jaguar and Leopard are Panthers, the Florida Panthers. So those are your answers there. Very well done to Oni picking up 10, Ramsey getting another 8, True and Onoman getting 6, Lupin getting 4, Jug and Chum getting 2. Let's reset the podiums. Danny Gambit, welcome to the stream. Aren't Bruins Bears? Pass. Don't know. Bruins, Boston Bruins. They might be. Might be, but they're not specifically called bear. An English folk term for brown bear, whereas all the others actually have the name of the animal rather than a specific subspecies of it. So I think that makes the question fair enough, because they're not actually called bears. It is a particular species of bear. But good pedantry. I approve your pedantry. You should come and be invite you to be a question prover. So write some questions for us. It'd be great to have some questions. Okay, one more question in this opening round. Fingers on buzzers, everybody. Here it is. Which of these do not have the names of a principal minion in the Despicable Me franchise? Actors named Bacon and Costner, cricketers named Broad and Clark, journalists named Olbermann and Morrison, singers named Dylan and Marley. So that's the 4 getting this one right here. I really need to put these answers on separate text messages. I have no idea for the life of me why they're all on the same text message. Probably because I made the game nearly 2 years ago now, I suppose, and actually I wasn't quite as competent with Unity as I am now. I still wouldn't necessarily call myself competent. Passable, maybe. Let's see. The right answer was C. Journalists named Olbermann and Morrison. The main minions are Kevin, Stewart, and Bob. Olbermann and Morrison are Keiths, which is not a minion. Bacon and Costner are Kevin's. Dylan and Marley are Bob's. Broad and Clark were Stewart's. C is what we wanted. Lupine picking up 10 points. Oni picking up 8. Anonyman picking up 6. And Cetra picking up 4. So most players, but not all, with points. 0 point party for Prugs, Rubik's and Zeus at the moment. That is the end of the first round. Let's reset the podiums and check out the scores. Mexican wave. Drama trying to do that with latency. I'd have to program it. Right, Lupine with an early lead of 30 points. Oni's in second with 28. Ramsey's in third with 24. Cetra on the next start of the next row with 14. Jogging Chum and Anonyman both on 12. And Nat has got 10. AB Me's on 8. Kegler Coach on 2. Proves, Rubik's and Zeus are yet to score, but still got plenty of time to go. Over in our lobby game, Mark with the early lead of 48. Innes has got 40. BC on 38 are our top 3. Let's go on to round number 2. Round 2 is chicken. You'll be given a category, for example, history. When prompted, whisper a bid from 1 to 10 to the bot. This is the number of your points you're risking on this question. You can bid anything up to 10, even if you have fewer than 10 points. You can still bid up to 10, but you can go into negative points on this game, do be warned. So that's the number of your points you're going to be risking. Only the 6 highest bidders will be in play for the question. So if you really want to get those points, you've got to bid higher to ensure that you do get a chance to answer the question, because if you bid too low, then you won't be able to answer. Again, question category here's in chat first. As I've just said, Rubik's, you can still bid, but you're going to negative points. If you bid 10, get it wrong, and lose your 10 points, then you will be into negative 10. So you can still bid what you like, but it just starts going below 0. If you're in play, whisper your answer to the bot. If you answer correctly, you win your bid. If you answer incorrectly, you lose your bid. If you abstain, you lose half your bid rounded up. This is a prevention method to save you from just bidding 10 for every question and then just sitting out if you don't know. So if you bid high, then there's a good chance you're going to have to answer the question, and abstaining is equally punishing. The only way to abstain is to bid low. Players who are not in play get 1 point for every wrong answer or abstention, up to a maximum of their bid. So if you bid 3 and that ends up being one of the lower bids, you can still pick up those 3 points if 3 or more players get it wrong in the main game. As to the audience game, this works in exactly the same way. Half of you will be eligible for the question. Again, the higher you bid, the higher the likelihood you will have of answering the question. So it's chicken, and there's a category. You've still only got 10 seconds to get your bid in, and then 20 seconds for the question itself. Good luck. Here's category number 1. Chemical elements. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Must have a tie somewhere. 10 from Ramsey and Rubik's. A 6 from Cetra. A 5 from Natter and Zeus. A 4 from Anonymana and Proves. Low bids of 3s and 2s. Lupine, Oni, AB, me on 3. Jogging Chum and Kegler on 2. Could be a good strategy for them if enough players get them wrong. Let's take a look and see what the chemical elements question brings. If Richard, the host of House of Games, and Donny, the host of UK Pyramid, hypothetically discovered a chemical element, it could be named the same as what real element? After and Cetra not even attempting this one, which means they will lose their bid, half of their bid rounded up. The correct answer that we're actually after here was osmium. Osmium. That's what we needed from you. We've got some osmiums here, so 10 for Ramsey and Rubik's. A 5 for Zeus, so everyone's now got some points, which is lovely. Anonyman and Priest picking up 4. Natter and Cetra both losing 3, and some Luigi points 2, because only 2 players got it wrong, so Oni and Lupine with their max bid of 3 aren't going to get their full abstention, but they do get 2. Yes, as in the Osmonds, that was the logic to that question there. Oh, where'd my factoids gone? Google that, there we go. Yeah, Richard Osman hosts the House of Games, and Donny Osmond hosts the UK Pyramid. Osmium has atomic number 76, and the name comes from the Greek meaning smell. Every day to school day. Let's reset the podiums. And we'll go on to the next category, bidding from 1 to 10. Take a look. Osmondium. Martial arts. After not wasting any time. We'll say an abstention from bidding will give you a default bid of 1. So after seeing how many points you can get by Luigiing his way through the game. Natter going for 5, which was the high bid here. 4 from Oni and ABMe and Rubik's, and 3 to improve Jongchum and Lupine. 3 enough to get you in this time. And we've actually got 8 players eligible, 4 players bidding 2, not getting eligible for this question. Might get some Luigi strats if enough players get it wrong. Well, let's take a look at the question. An Indian car company and an informal word for father both rhyme with which 4-letter term that is a form of karate? Oh wait, Alex, no. Lupine and ABMe abstaining from that one, which means they are going to lose their bid, or half their bid by default. The correct answer was kata. Oh, and not about the only one getting it right. Very well played there. 3 points for you. And some Luigi points, getting all of them getting there too. Ramsey, Cetra, Kegler, and Zeus. A bit of a turnaround here. And lots of lost points for our hot seat players. -3s and 4s. Even a -5 there from Nata. Yes, the Indian car company is Tata. And a word for father is papa. Both sound like kata, which means forms in Japanese. So a little bit of double think needed for that question there, but well done to True Anonymous getting themselves those 3 points. Let's reset the podiums. As we wait for category number 3, now you've got a measure of what's to be expected from this particular round. Get your bids in on this category. Video games. Something like that. We have got exactly 3 this time. Lupine going for 10, as is Rubik's going for 10. True Anonymous going for 9. A little aggressive maybe, yeah. Jogging Chum for 8 and 6 each for Oni and Ramsey. 5 is a low bid here from Nata, which means Nata could stand to get 5 points back if 5 people get this one wrong. Cetra and ABME for 4, Prigs and Zeus for 3, Kegler for 2. Some big bits in the lobby game as well. Let's see how you get on. Take a look at this question on video games. A 16th century English explorer and a Canadian rapper active in the 21st century share their name with the hero of which video game franchise? Is that your luck running out there, True Anonymous? Is this the moment where it happens? Let's take a look. The correct answer was Uncharted. Very well done if you got this one. Yes, the English explorer is Sir Francis Drake. It's actually, the character is supposedly related to them. Whether they actually are or not is up to you to decide. Actually, it might even be confirmed in one of the later games. Can't remember, haven't finished the 4th one. The Canadian rapper is Drake. The protagonist in Uncharted is Nathan Drake. Yeah, it's quite a popular game, but plenty of people getting this right. Lupine picking up 10 in this round. That's not something that happens very often, but it's the second time we've seen it here. Jogging Chum getting there 8, only getting there 6. Unfortunately, Rubik's going for Far Cry, losing 10. Ramsey for Adventure Island, losing 6. And Nonaman losing their 5. And our abstentions there, yes, getting up to 3. Just the 3 players getting it wrong, so maximum you'll pull away from that is 3. Or Kegler just getting the 2, because that was already bid. A few green lights over there in the lobby as well. Nice to see. Let's reset the podiums. BC now taking top spot in the lobby game on 50. Quizzle's got 48, Mark in 3rd now on 46. Category number 4, take a look at this. Musical instruments. Yeah, it's not going well so far, Bruce, but still plenty of time. Musical instruments, wow, a big split of 5s there. 3 players going for 5, 4 players going for 4. Or in fact, it was all separated by rows as well. Front row who are in on 4, middle row on 5. Only going for 7 here, and a couple of 3s and a couple of 2s in the abstention pile. 8 players in play for the question. Let's take a look and see what it brings on musical instruments. An aspect of the soul in Egyptian religion and a famous tourist attraction in London's Regent's Park can be combined to form which musical instrument? Wow, only 3. I thought that was easier than the last one, but then again, I suppose, yeah, this is my bread and butter a little bit. Jogging Chum, Nata and Zeus, the only players to offer an answer in the lobby there. The correct answer was kazoo. Kazoo is what we wanted. Sitar is not the one, Nata. Aspect of the soul in Egyptian religion is the car. The attraction in Regent's Park is the London Zoo. Kazoo is paired with the Swanee whistle for a musical round played in I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. Extra fact nugget for you there. Jogging Chum picking up 5, Zeus picking up 4. I had as bar. I was doing somewhere. You were going somewhere. But unfortunately not anymore. Abstentions there. Kegler and Ramsey both picking up 2. Lupine and Setcher both picking up 3. Mark managing to get 6. Shapes managing to pick up 4 in the lobby game, but quite a lot of points being lost there as well. Let's reset the podiums. One more question in this round. Mark and BC now tied at the top, 52 apiece. Can still win. Still doable. Still doable. Right up to the last round. Anybody can win. Good luck. Let's take a look at category number 5. Literature. Oh, sorry, literature. Only is going to get a bid in. And it's going to be a bid for eligibility. Rubik's going as far as 10. It's not all in Rubik's because you're on -6. All in means you're putting all of your chips in. You can't put all of your negative chips in. All in would imply you putting -6 in, which means if you get it wrong, you reset to 0. If you get it right, you go down to -12. That's not what all in means. Just so we're clear on that. But Rubik's going for 10, all the same. Cetra going for 6, Natter for 5, Lupine and Anonyman for 4, Only improves for 3. Yeah, I am down. I'm in a Facebook group called Extreme Pedantry Topper. What did you expect from me? We've got a few abstentions, all getting 2s here, the 5 players. Bidding 2, abstaining on this question, hoping some Luigi points. Good luck. Here is question number 5. Middle Eastern island country and the currency of Thailand have the same first 3 letters in their names, which is a word spoken repeatedly by a character in which Charles Dickens novel? And there's your time. Pyrotechnic going wrong on this one, or abstaining possibly. I think that's what that red means at this stage. I'm going to put that in. Ow! Oh, double ow. Oh. Pain. Ow. I shouldn't have bent down then. Got a splinter under my nail as well. We're having this floor re-sanded next week because it's fallen to bits. My pedantry was not... Very nice, cheers, very nice. The correct answer here was, of course, Christmas Carol. A Christmas Carol. The island country is Bahrain. The currency of Thailand is the baht. Bar humbug, B-A-H, is the phrase used by Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. Great Expectations, Oliver Twist, both wrong answers, and Don, maybe Nat not quite fully processing the question, maybe going for a word which wasn't the right one. Anyway, Innes and Jers both losing 10, Pyropygmy losing 2 in the lobby game, but plenty more green over there, which is nice to see. Anoraman and Lupine picking up 4, only picking up 3, and our abstainers getting their Luigi 2. Bar indeed. Well, that is not last. Yes, indeed, not last. That is the end of round 2. Let's reset the podiums and check out the scores. Pain. So, at the end of round 2, Lupine has got the lead with 47. Ramsey's in second with 34, gliding overall, and Oni's in third with 31. Jogging Charm moves to the front of the next row, 26. Zeus on 16, Anonyman on 15, Cetra on 13. Not move at all, says Anonyman. Cetra 13, Kegler's got 12, ABMe's got 11, and then into the negatives, Proog's on -1, Nata -5, Rubik's -16. But all of that can change. There is still plenty of time to go. Mark leading the lobby at the moment, a bit back and forth actually in this lobby. It's very exciting to watch. 62 for Mark, BC in second on 54, Quizzles in third on 51. Let's go to round number 3. Round 3 is taboo. You need to name something that fits a given category. For example, capital cities in Asia. One day it will be that. Whisper 1 and 1 answer only to Persephone's Twitch bot. You score 10 points for giving a unique correct answer. Answers given by 2, 3, 4, 5 or more players score 6, 4, 2 or 0 points respectively. I like this round too. It's probably my favourite round. No points if the answer doesn't fit the category. Okay. 5 questions in the round, maximum of 50 points available. So remember, you're looking for not only correct answers, but unique answers. Unique answers that your opponents in the lobby won't in the hot seat rather won't necessarily think of. But of course, because they're also thinking of those, it might mean that sometimes the obvious answer is the correct answer. We'll have to see. As for you in the lobby game, all you've got to do is match up any of your answers with. You've got to match up your answer with any of the answers given by players in the hot seat, whether right or wrong. That's the key thing here. You can type an answer, and even if it's completely wrong, as long as someone in the hot seat gave that answer as well and it matches, then you will get 5 points. That's how it works, and that's all done automatically, which is a sort of meta game. Mind games, as score count is saying that, absolutely. So, it is taboo. First question coming up. Good luck. Have a look at this. Name a letter of the Greek alphabet whose name does not end with A. Everyone who's here, apart from Sapsa, apparently, who's possibly here but not here. This is where I need to go and look at my round 3 answers. Got my potential answers there. Let's take a look and see what you said. Pi, phi. Is that upsilon? Yes, it's upsilon. And upsilon, rho, mu, epsilon, tau, epsilon, phi, and chi. But computer says that those are all correct, apparently. How about that? Haven't seen that for a while. Everyone giving a correct answer. Blimey, how very exciting. So let's go through round 3 and start awarding some points. First of all, show pi. How many people said pi? And are pi and phi different? Yes, they are. Lupine said pi. And he was the only one to do so. Wow. Well done, Lupine. 10 points. Which button do I press? The tick, I think. Is it the tick? Oh, God, I hope it's the tick. Yes, it is. Well done. Right, phi. Faux fum. Ha. Podium 1, podium 10, both saying phi. That's Ramsey and Natter. No one else. Yes, very well done. Very well done. 6 points each. 6 points each for phi. Is phi there? Yes, it is. Nice. Mu. Podium 5. Podium 6. Both saying mu. Just the 2. 6 points each. Upsilon on podium 2, upsilon on podium 3. Epsilon is separate. Upsilon and epsilon are 2 different ones. 7 and 9 also shared 2 ways, so that's 6 points to all of y'all. Epsilon and upsilons. And then rho, tau, and chi, or I think it's pronounced chi. 4, 8, and 11. Unique answers. Very well played. 10 points each. Nice. Answers you could have had: epsilon, mu, nu, chi, or chi, omicron, pi, rho, tau, upsilon, phi, chi, and psi. I don't know if I'm saying all of those correct. And well done if you've got 5 points in the lobby for matching at least one player in the game. Good. Oh, happy ending. Everyone getting some points. So let's reset the podiums. And we'll go on to question number 2. Take a look at this. Name an ingredient in Jamie Oliver's recipe for classic ratatouille that is not a liquid. Rubik's failing to get an answer in there. We'll score nothing. Let's take a look and see what you said. Courgette, aubergine, squash, pepper, courgette, onion, carrots, cucumber, salt, tomato, and cucumber. Right. I've got some wrong answers this time, apparently. 2, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 11. 2, squash. No. Unless that means something else in American English. Squash. Vegetable. No, it's a more generic term for a particular family by the looks of it. So I'm not going to accept squash, I'm afraid, Oni. What else was wrong? 6. Carrots. No carrots in ratatouille, I'm afraid. Certainly not in Jamie Oliver's. Likewise, cucumber. Don't get them. Salt. You'd think, but no salt called for on the recipe. Cucumber, again, wrong answer, and no one's from 11. So I'm afraid for you guys, it is all no points. Boodoob. There we go. Jamie, that's not a real ratatouille, Jamie. Don't shoot the messenger. Now, courgette. Yes, that's certainly the right answer. Podium 0, podium 4. Just the 2 players going for courgette. So that is going to be 6 points each. Yes? Yes. And then aubergine, pepper, onion, and tomato, all correct, all unique on podiums 1, 3, 5, 9. Well played, 10 points a pop. Answers you could have had, red onion or onion would have been counted as the same answer. Aubergine or eggplant would have been counted as the same answer. Red pepper, yellow pepper, pepper would all have been counted as the same answer. Tomato and plum tomato would have been separate answers. Basil, thyme, and lemon. Those are the non-liquid ingredients on Jamie Oliver's classic ratatouille recipe. Let's reset the podiums. Mark's still in the lead with 72 in the lobby. Let's go on to question number 3. Take a look at this. I love this question. Name an integer between 1 and 30 inclusively that cannot be the sum of 2 different prime numbers. Yes, but a lemon itself is solid, isn't it? No, it's not a liquid. Lemon juice is a liquid. But it doesn't say lemon juice, it said lemon. Kegler not getting an answer in there. An integer between 1 and 30 inclusively that cannot be the sum of 2 different prime numbers. Let's take a look and see what you said. 11, 23, 22, 12, 2, 11, 17, 2, 2, 28, and 4. The computer is telling me 2, 3, 7, and 10 are wrong. Yes, 22 only is 3 plus 19. 3, 12 jogging term, yes, 5 plus 7. 7, no answer from Kegler Coach, and 10, 28, yes, 5 plus 23. So unfortunately that is going to be no points. Everything else is a correct answer. The answers 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 11, 17, 23, 27, and 29. All of the other numbers between 1 and 30 can be created using 2 separate prime numbers. It's going to take me just a minute just to get my eyes in. Podium 0 and podium 5 both giving me 11, which is correct, 6 points each. 8 and 9 and 4 all giving me 2, 8, 9, 4, all giving me 2, 4 points each. And 23, 17 and 4 are all correct and all unique. So podium 1, podium 6, podium 11, all correct, all unique, well played, 10 points. Oh, Lupine on a very nice score. Very nice indeed. Yes, maths indeed. Let's clear the podiums, go on to the next question. Too many numbers, yes, that was a bit of a minefield trying to contend with the index ratio and looking at the numbers as well. Question number 4 then, take a look at this. Name a James Bond movie title with at least 2 words that does not have prepositions or pronouns. No answer from Proves there, going to get 0 by default. Let's have a look, see what he said. Dr. No, Casino Royale, Dr. No, Casino Royale. I only have one option. Yeah, that would make sense, Ramsey. Diamonds Are Forever, The Living Daylights, Casino Royale, Casino Royale, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Dr. No. Computer's telling me 0, 9, and 10 are wrong. I see why 0 has been marked as wrong. It's because it's marked as DR rather than Dr. spelled in full. So actually I'm going to take you off that because Dr. No is a correct answer, though I know it's Casino Royale that lots of people put. 9 and 10, no answer from 9. Quantum of Solace, no, I'm afraid of is a preposition matter, so that is not going to count, I'm afraid, and it's going to be no points. There we go. So it is 3 wrongs. That's how it works. You keep giving me wrong answers. I can't make them not wrong if they're wrong, Natter. That's just how the game works. Now, let's have a look. Dr. Knows, first of all. Dr. Knows. A podium 0, a podium 2, and a podium 11. 3 answers sharing Dr. No, 4 points each. Very nice. Is that the right one? Yes. Pog. Casino Royale, how many people said that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's gone 5 ways, unfortunately. You know what that means. Podium 1, podium 3, podium 6, podium 7, and podium 8. It's gone 5 ways. No points. That's a real shame. But that's the way this game works. Yes, 4 answers, split is 2, but 5 is none. And diamonds are forever, and yes, diamonds are forever is a valid one. Are is not a pronoun, apparently. Yeah, sorry, it's not a preposition. It's obviously not a pronoun. Yeah, prepositions. I haven't actually got the definition of prepositions here, but I will go through the. It's a verb. Yes, of course, it's a verb. So living daylights and diamonds are forever. Both correct. Both unique. Very well played. 10 points each. No, it wouldn't have been unique because Zeus has said it anyway. Rubik's. Both correct. Both unique. 10 points each. Well played. Welcome, Sheldon. Welcome to the stream. Pardon me. Great to see you. Hope you're keeping well, my dude. I think you mean got. Yes, I do. Well, I don't have a gone button. I have a pain button, which isn't on this particular page of the stream deck, so I'll press it in a minute. Answers you could have had: Doctor No, Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die, The Living Daylights, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, Die Another Day, and Casino Royale. Other Bond movies with at least 2 words but do have a preposition or pronoun: From Russia with Love, You Only Live Twice, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, The Man with the Golden Gun, The Spy Who Loved Me, For Your Eyes Only, A View to a Kill, License to Kill, Quantum of Solace, No Time to Die. Would have been stressing there the prepositions and pronouns. You thought another... bad luck there, Shapes, bad luck. So yeah, still plenty of life in the lobby there, lots of 5s going out there. Let's reset the podiums and go on to the final question of this round. Good luck, take a look at this. Name a non-European country that is a full democracy according to the Democracy Index in 2020. Cedric and Rubik's not getting an answer in here. Let's take a look and see what he said. South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Chile, Canada, Japan, Canada, New Zealand, Argentina. Curiously, no one going for USA, which is actually a wrong answer. It's classified as a flawed democracy, which is technical classification. 0, 6, 10 and 11, it's telling me I'm wrong. It's South Africa. Not on my list. I'm going to check the link here. See what South Africa comes under. And likewise, no answer from 6. Argentina as well. Let me see. 2020 rankings, download free. I don't want to download the free report. I just want to see the democracies, please. Please fill in the form. Well, I'm not filling in the form. I'll do it later on. But apparently they're wrong answers. The Democratic Republic of the Congo was too long to type. It's also a wrong answer, Rubik's. So let's just go through these answers. First of all, let's mark the ones that are wrong as wrong. No points, I'm afraid. Yeah, but it would have still been a wrong answer though. Australia is correct and unique by the looks of it. Very well played there, Ramsey Fox. That's going to be 10 points to you. Nicely done. New Zealand. 3 players going for New Zealand on 2, 8 and 9. So that is going to be split 3 ways, 4 points each. Very nice. And 2 players going for Canada on 4 and 7. 6 points each for you. Nicely done. And Chile and Japan, both correct. 3 and 5, both unique. 10 points each. Well played. So the full list that I've got here is New Zealand, Canada, Australia, Taiwan, Uruguay, Chile, Costa Rica, Mauritius, Japan, and South Korea. America, the USA, is classed as a flawed democracy. Everything else is not classified as a full democracy. Probably a lot of representative democracies. No, Sweden is in Europe, Natter. You have to read the question. And also, the question is over. You can't continue to submit answers after the question's over. Just, simmer down. Just calm. It's all good. All good fun. So I imagine there's a lot of representative democracies and probably quite a few dictatorships and so on and so forth. Anyway, that is the end of the round. Let's reset the podiums and check out the scores. Well, it's tighter than an Italian tennis trouser button at the top here. Lupine's in the lead with 73, but Ramsey's right behind him on 70. We've got Anonaman here on 57. Jogging Chum and Zeus both on 52, and holding Oni's hand right next to there on 45. Setras and ABME have got 29, Kegler's got 24, Prude's on 23, Rubik's on 8, Natter on 1, but everyone at least in 2 positive figures now, which is nice to see. BC leading the lobby again now, 79, Mark moves to second with 72, Quizzles in third with 66, but, oh excuse me, all of that could change as we go to round number 4. It's the blind auction. How many questions from 1 to 10 can you answer on given categories? When prompted, whisper a bid from 1 to 10. Do the bot. You'll get 10 increasingly difficult questions worth 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, which rounds out at a nice round 100 if you get all 10 correct in the round. Don't answer if you don't want to try the current question, because you can wait for more valuable questions later on, but once you achieve your bid, you bank your points and are frozen out. You cannot answer any more. So if you only bid 1 and you answer the first question, well done, you've got 1 point, but you're going to sit out for the rest of the 9 questions. Failing to meet your bid loses all points from this round, so if you overbid or you bid too many and there aren't enough questions left for you to get them, you're not going to get anything for the round, you wipe out. So bid cautiously and beware, because if you give me a wrong answer, it increases your bid by 1. So if you start off with a bid of 3 and get the first question wrong, your bid then goes up to 4. Too many incorrect answers may make it impossible for you to bank your points. With the 10 questions in the round, a maximum of 100 points available. Exactly the same functionality in the lobby game as well. Pain. There's a delayed pain for you. Let's go to the blind auction. There'll be 2 categories. They will alternate between them, and they will get gradually, progressively harder as the round goes on. So think carefully. How many do you want to bid on these 2 categories? They are Royal and Flush. Bids in. Rubik's going for 6 maximum bid in the hot seat game. Lupine, Ramsey both going for 5. Prude's going for 5. AB, me and Natter going for 4. Oni, Zeus going for 4. Jogging Chum and Cetra going for 3. And Kegler just going for the 2. Moderately safe on 4. Maybe. This round can be a little bit swingy this round. A little bit swingy. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Good luck to you all. The first question is worth 1 point. There are 10 questions remaining. Have a look at this. Including the regnal number, who is the current UK monarch? All 12 taking this question. Oh, only wants another pip though, so this might be a throw here. Let's take a look and see what the answer was. Elizabeth II. Rubik's has gone Queen Elizabeth I. It did say regnal number. That's technically a wrong answer, but it has given it to you, Rubik's. But we'll wait and see what happens. Technically, you should be on 7 now. So we'll see what happens with the game. If you want to play the honour system, Rubik's, you could throw the... Oh, and you as well. Oh, well, yes, you wanted an extra pip, though, which is different there. You've got to remember the spell checker is, if there's only 1 character out and it's a long answer like that, there's a good chance that it's going to mark it. So put something very wrong if you're trying to throw it. But you have got that point for now. I'll let you do the honour system if you want to on the next question. Just type throw or something really, really long. Just smash the keyboard. You don't have to. It's up to you. But if you want to play the honour system, that would be the sporting thing to do. Everyone losing a pip there. Let's go on to the next question. No, abstention doesn't lose a pip though. Yeah, if you know the next one, Rubik's, you could abstain. That would have a similar sort of effect. But anyway, I'll shut up. On we go. Next question for 3 points. Which common household fixture typically has the flush feature? And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players attempting this question. The correct answer is the toilet. More pics, please. Only as a growing boy. The loo. It's not condoned. The loo. I think I did put loo down as one of my variants, actually, Natter. Yeah, loo or loos, but not the loo. But that is the right answer. So you can have that. The loo. Yes, all good. Toilet, yes. Toilet, the loo, the lavatory, the bog, the John, any of those would have been accepted. Kegler's banking out nice and early, picking up 4 points. Nearly put lavatory, yes, I would have been accepted, Bruce. Kegler banking out 4 points there. You won't be able to answer any of the next 8 questions, but those 4 points are safe. Let's reset the podiums. Urination station. That was not a valid answer. The bog would have been accepted, though. Question number 3 for 5 points. Have a look at this. The shit box. Ricky Tomlinson played Jim and Sue Johnston played Barbara in which British sitcom? Back to the royal questions here. 5 giving me an answer, and the correct answer was the royal family, not gimme, gimme, gimme. No, you got to remember it's royal and flush. That'll be a little hint along the way. The royal family, far too American. Yes, royal family is what we're after there. Very well done. If you gave me the right answer, you've lost a pip. Innes and Jers increasing their bid, either on purpose or not by design. Either way, you've gone red. Let's go on to the next question. Reset podiums. 7 points for question number 4. 7 questions remaining. Have a look at this. Jogging Challenge is 1 away at this stage. Quite a few of the lobby 1 away as well. Let's have a look and see what it brings. We've had royal. We're back to flush. Which Grand Slam tennis tournament takes place in Flushing Meadows? Hello, Salem as well. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. And there's time. 10 players having a go at this one. The correct answer is it's the US Open. No, it's not Wimbledon. That takes place at Wimbledon. French Open is Roland Garros. US Open. The US Open. Sort of implied in Grand Slam that it's open. I am inclined to give that to you, Natter, actually. The US Open. French Open, Roland Garros, Wimbledon is at Wimbledon, so I'm afraid, etc. And Rubik's, you're going to earn an extra pip. Jogging Chum banking out 11 there. Nicely done. Let's reset the podiums. 3 players in the lobby banking out. Colo, DMC and Pyro Pygmy. Sorry, I didn't see your scores because I pressed the button too soon. But banking out, nice and safe as we go on to question number 5. 6 questions remaining. Rubik's, you need all 6 of these questions correct in order to bank those points. 9 points available for this. Lupine Zeus. ABME, 1 away. Good luck, take a look. Symphony of the Seas and Harmony of the Seas are the 2 largest ships operated by which cruise line? And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people having a go at this. Royal Caribbean was the answer. You got to remember it's royal only. Royal and flush. That's your clues all the way. Caribbean's a weird word to spell. 1 R 2 B's for some reason. But Natter, Prugs, Ramsey and Lupine all getting it right. And Lupine banking out 25 points there. Amy and BC banking out 20 points in the lobby game as well. Only's hungry for pips, so he's going to get another one. Rubik's abstaining, though, does mean, unfortunately, Rubik's, there are not enough questions left. And you're going to be frozen out. So let's reset the podiums. So we've got 3 players who have banked out, 1 player who's been frozen out, and we've got Oni and Cetra needing 3 from 5, Anonyman needing 2 from 5, Ramsey, Zeus, Prugs, ABME and Natter needing 1 from 5 to bank their points. Innes needing 5 from 5 in the lobby. Tall order, but not impossible. Let's see how he gets on. We've had a royal question, time for a flush question. Take a look at this. Which synonym for flush is a 5-letter palindrome, which also means a floor in a building? A number of different meanings of the word flush here, and also the word that it is describing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players having a go at this one. Level was the answer, all 5 getting it right. Very well done. AB Me banking out 22, Prue's banking out 29 here. And Onoman coming down to just a single pip. Oni and Setra still needing 2. Innes getting that one right down to 4. A few more banks coming in here. Riff banking 27, Player 215, Topper 119, Shapes 27, Jers 22, Quizface 27. Some big scores going in here. Let's reset the podiums as we go to question number 7. 4 questions left. Oni and Setra, you can afford 1 wrong answer. In fact, everyone can afford 1 wrong answer at this point. But a few more abstentions if you only need the 1. For 13 points, question number 7. Take a look at this. Back to Royal. Mont Royal is located in which large Canadian city? And the last one, the definition of flush used here is even or level, as with a surface forming the same plane. Zeus and Nata are going for it, all looking to bank on this question. Mont Royal is located in which large Canadian city? Is it in the name? Is it a trick? Correct answer is Montreal. Ramsey spotting it. Yes, it was in the name. Mont Royal, Montreal, located in which large Canadian city? It was there. It's like the ending of The Usual Suspects has been in front of you the whole time. Quebec and Toronto, or Toronto. I think that's probably meant to be Toronto. Incorrect either way. But yeah, there we go. Every day's a school day, right, Preets? Oni and Setra still needing 2. Now Zeus and Nata also needing 2 from 3. And Nonaman still just needing the 1. Ramsey banking out 33. Well played. Quizzle banking out 40 at this point as well. Mark and Toot going wrong. Going to have 1 more pip to their name. Let's reset the podiums. Innes still needing 3 from 3. Mark and Jack and Toot needing 2 from 3. Samster needing 1 from 3, though I think Samster might have been AFK for most of this game. Zeus, Oni, Setra, and Nata, you can't afford a wrong answer. Anonyman, you can afford a wrong answer and still bank out. Good luck. Question 8 for 15 points. In the 90s, which DC Comics superhero was known as the Flush Man in Argentina? Attempting. Zeus, Setra, and Nata. Is it the right answer? Or what is the right answer? It's the Flash, not Aquaman. Nata, you've gone the wrong way. Flash, and it's a typo. Is it? These are getting tricky. They do get harder get they. Anonyman, hashtag harder get they. No, he was known as the Flush Man in Argentina. But yes, the Flash was the answer. Another one where it's just staring you in the face. But unfortunately not to be. Mark getting that one wrong. And Samster wasn't AFK, did actually get that one wrong. Or was that an abstention? I don't even know. That might be... It's not. It was spelled right. I did look it up. I double checked it. Called you out. Fair enough, Samster. Give you some points. Just in time to get 2 pips in time for the last 2 questions. No one banking out of the lobby there. And no one in the hot seat either. So... Nata, unfortunately, you are now frozen out. There aren't enough questions left for you to get the questions that you need because you needed 3. Oni needs 2 from 2. Anonyman, Setra, Zeus, you can have either of these last 2. Mark, you're also frozen out in the lobby game. Jack and Innes and Samster still needing 2 from 2. Good luck. Question number 9 for 17 points. Take a look at this. Royals is the debut single by which Kiwi singer-songwriter? Oh, phew. So I'm just going to put all the eggs onto the final question. Correct answer was Lord, or Lordy, or Lorde, or however the hell you pronounce it. Lord. Anonyman banking 36, Zeus banking 45. This is going to make for a tight final. Only getting the right answer, and it's Oni and Setra are still in for question number 10. Toot banking 50, Aaron banking 42. Big scores in the lobby, and we've still got Jack, Innes, and Samster still standing. Let's reset the podiums. With 1 question to go, only Rubik's and Nata in the hot seat been frozen out, only Mark in the lobby. Could we have a sea of green, or as close as we can get? Question number 10. Good luck. In poker, how many 5-card hands form straight flushes, excluding royal flushes? It's maths 2. Why didn't you stay in for this one? Cetra with the absolute clutch answer there after the sting had stopped but before the clock timed you out. Oh, and you typoed. What did you mean to say, Cetra, before I reveal the answers? What did you mean to say, Cetra? And I might be lenient depending how bad the typo is. You meant to say 36. Okay, well, if it looks as though it is a genuine typo and you've just splashed and it's gone like 36 and there's like a 5 or something next to it, I will have to judge, depending if that's the right answer. Depending. We'll have to see. So, the casino dealer is actually saying to us 9 per suit. 10 possible straights, ace to 5, deuce to 6, 3 to 7, etc., up to 10 to ace, and there are 4 straight flushes for each one in each of the 4 suits for a total of 40, but 10 to ace would form the royal flush, so we'd discount 4 of them. So Ramsey's absolutely right. 9 straight flushes in each suit, not including royal flushes, for a total of 36. Only's not discounted the royal flushes. That typo, Cetra, to my eyes, and given how close it was to the wire, I'm going to be generous because it's not like you could have thought it was actually 336. That's clearly a typo. I'm feeling lenient, and I'm going to give that to you. I'm feeling kind. And you're going to bank out with 46 points. Toot thought it was 336. I don't think you did, Toot. I think you're lying to me. Mine was also a typo. I can't check the lobby answers, Jack, so Oni's unfortunately was not a typo. Oni's not discounted the royal flushes. Yeah, so I'm just feeling a bit generous tonight on that one because it was so close to the wire as well on the timer, and it was a proper thinky question. Oni, devastation. And you've had the confidence to skip the Queen question, absolutely. Devastation. In fact, Oni, you multiplied by 5 like a twat. Oh, I'm so...
Pain.
Yes, it's
Pain.
all sorts of that going on for Oni right now, but unfortunately it is the wrong answer. And I'm afraid that means you are frozen out and you don't get any points for this round. So let's reset the podiums and check out the scores at the end of round 4. It might be a fake deck. This new French bread button. Yes, it's my pain button. I'm very fond of my pain button.
Pain.
Yes. I had it when I had my appendix out, and everything was like, I need to press the button to let Megs know it's not Megs.
Pain.
I'm in pain. My 45 of spades. Well, I was going to calm down a minute because I'm getting hiccups. We have got the arena to come after this, so it is going to be probably an 11:30 finish. At the end of round 4, Ramsey's taken the lead with 103, Lupine in second with 98, Zeus in third with 97, Anonyman's got 93, Cetra 75, John Chum 63, Proust 52, ABME 51, Oni 45, Kegler 28, Rubik's 8, Natter on 1. Quizzle leading the lobby at the moment with 106, BC 99, Aaron now in third with 94. Remember, in this game, points equal pennies, but there's also gold, silver, bronze, and there's also bragging rights for the highest score ever, which currently belongs, I believe, to Dogfish with 186? 188? I think it's Dogfish. Samster won the Season 1 tournament, but Dogfish has the all-time high score, I think. And I always mention this at this time because it depends what you want to play for in this final round. Do you want to play it safe and take the pennies that you've got and add them to your penny total? That was before there was an audience game, BC. So the audience game didn't exist back when we did the Season 1 tournament. So that is just for... the lobby game, I've not been tracking what the high score is, but... yeah, that is the high score for the hot seat game, which is sort of where the metrics come from. So, do you want to go for a record? Do you want to go for a medal? do you want to play for pennies? You're going all in plus 2, Rubik's, because you're on 8, and the minimum bid here is 10. So you won't actually be able to bid. Likewise, Natter. Likewise, Samster. Let's go to round 5.
Pain.
Round 5 is the big finish. A category will be given, for example, art. When prompted, whisper a bid to Persephone's Twitchbot. Bid any amount of points from 10 up to your current score. If you have fewer than 10, you won't be able to bid, and you'll be given a default bid of 10. When the question appears, whisper your answer to the bot. You get it right, win points equal to your bid. Get it wrong, lose points equal to your bid. It's basically Final Jeopardy with one question in the round. The theoretical maximum is 250 points available. The maximum for this game is 500. But tonight, Ramsey has the lead with 103, could potentially go to 206. So, you have to make a decision here. Do you want to try and outplay your opponents? Do you want to try and go for the highest possible score? Do you want to play it safe and preserve your pennies? Do you want to try and get a medal? Bear in mind, in the past, you have had 30 seconds for this question, and the timescale has slowed down. That is no longer a thing. It is now in the middle ground with the rest of the questions. It will be 20 seconds that you have to answer. 10 seconds to make your decision on your bid, 20 seconds to answer the question. And I will tell you, the answer is not a number, but it is a single word. Okay? The answer is a single word. Nan. Yes, it's not, yes, not a number, but it is a single word. So, hopefully you've had a minute there to figure out. It's all very close. 103, 98, 97, 93, top 4 in the hot seat. 106, 99, 94, top 3 in the lobby. It could go any which way. The category for the big finish question is travel. And welcome to the stream at Polo Nuevo. Hope you're well. Yes, you are, Nathan. The abstention bid. Lovely, thank you, Rubik's. Abstention here will give you a default bid of 10. So, the big finish question. Fingers on buzzers, 20 seconds, and I wish you all the luck in the world. Here is the final question of Google That Tonight. Perhaps if you have breakfast in Perth, fly to Chattanooga for lunch, and jet off to get a nice dinner at Nice, you could possibly remember the 9-letter theme to our journey. Yeah, I did say there's only 20 seconds, and people are maybe thinking the clock's going to go slower. No, I changed that. And, yeah, maybe you needed a few more seconds to get there. It is very, very clever from Cyclespace, this, I have to say. So, if you have breakfast in Perth, P-E-R, fly to Chattanooga for lunch, C-H-A, airport code, and jet off to get a nice dinner at Nice, N-C-E, you could possibly remember the 9-letter theme to our journey. It's all clues there. Travelling by plane to airports to get the airport codes for Perth, Chattanooga, and Nice. You would get perchance, which is also a synonym of perhaps and possibly, which were both in the question. Innes, getting it right. 32 points, very well played. Your brain, sir, your brain. Unfortunately for everyone else in the lobby, there's a lot of negative numbers going on there. Riff losing 69 points is sadness. But yes, they're the IATA airport codes for Perth, Chattanooga and Nice, P-E-R-C-H-A and N-C-E. But they're the perchance. And use of fly and jet off suggests airports. The words perhaps and possibly are also synonyms of perchance. All the clues were there. Maybe it needed a bit more time. That's the game. Let's see how you got on. Start with Natter. No answer. Losing 10. Finishing with -9. Rubik's. Start with 8. No answer. -10, finish on -2. Kegler Coach, 28. I called I'd have 8 at the end of the game. That's not the right answer. How many points did you wager? Well, it's 20, and that's the third game in a row. Kegler has finished with 8 points. We'll give you 8 pennies for that. Very well played, Kegler. Thank you for playing. Oni, starting with 45. Did you get an answer? You did not. How many points are you going to lose? Played it a little bit safe, 24, dropping you to 21. You aiming for that number and miss. AB Me started on 51. No, you don't lose 2 pennies. It grounds it at 0. AB Me starting at 51. What did you say? Aeroplane, getting in the right area but not close enough. I think I'd need 20 minutes for that one. Unfortunately, we didn't have 20 minutes to give you. You're going to lose. 38, dropping to 13. Prugs, we move on to you. Started with 52. What did you say? Didn't get an answer in. How many points are you going to lose? 19. Oh, just too late. Oh, Pachenis. Just slightly too late, yeah. Didn't quite get it in time. Just losing 19 points. Currently got the lead, Proves, for 33. On to Jogging Chum. Started with 63. What did you say? Travel Man. Again, getting in the right sort of area, but not quite right. How many points are you going to lose? 31. Cutting it all this in half, down to 32. A point behind Proves. Proves still with the lead for now. On we go to Cetra. Started with 75. Didn't get an answer in. How many points are you going to lose? 40 drops to 35. Cetra takes the lead. Close, 35, 33, 32 are 1, 2 and 3 at the moment. Anonymous, starting with 93. What did you say? Didn't get an answer in.
Pain.
How many points are you going to lose? Just 13. Taking the lead with 80 as we go to the top row. Starting with Zeus, who had 97. What did you say, Zeus? Biscuits. A nicer answer as any, but not the one. Oh, you're hungry, yes. I thought you had biscuits over in Bash's server. It's not the right answer. How many points did you wager? Just the 10. On to 87. Maybe getting an idea for what this sort of pack had in store for you and playing it safe. Zeus takes the lead with 87. On we go to Lupine. Started with 98. What'd you say, Lupine? Didn't get an answer in. How many points did you wager? 33, dropping to 65 and into third place. Zeus in gold position. Anonymans in silver. Lupine currently in place for the bronze, but we've got Ramsey. Yes. Pain indeed. We've got Ramsey to go on 103. It's what you started with, Ramsey. First of all, did you get it right? You did not. How many points did you wager? Did you go for glory? Did you go for safety? Did you go for records? Should have been a slightly bigger chicken. Sausage question is accepted. What did you say, Ramsey? What did you go for? 25! And it is a painful ending. It slipped from gold to bronze, dropping down to 70. And as you say, should have been a slightly bigger chicken. It does mean you take the bronze medal, but Anonymous takes the silver. Our winner with 87 points is Zeusless. Well, have some GGs from me. Very well played, Zeus. Just picking up the gold medal. Is that your first gold in Google that? I'll have to check the leaderboard, wouldn't I? Why don't I do that now? Leaderboards and medal tables. Google that. Zeusless. You've had a silver before, but it is your first gold in Google that, so very many congratulations on that. Zeus, you can put it in your trophy cabinet with pride. Shit, I pressed the wrong button and now I've closed the app. Reload app, reload, come back to me. Let's just take a look and see how Anonymans got on after that. Silver medal. Let's go to Anonymans medal cabinet and take a nose, be a bit nosy. Red Herrings bronze, Spotlight bronze, first silver medal all round for True Anonymous. Very well played, silver medal in Google that. Great achievement. And Ramsey Fox picking up the bronze Ramsey, this is your first ever medal. Congratulations, well deserved. Ramsey's first medal, Anonyman's first silver, and Zeus's first Google That gold. So that's a lovely ending for Welcome to the 4th qualifier of the arena. Is it Wednesday yet? No, not quite. You've got about... Well, it may be elsewhere in the world, Joe and Chum, but here we are not quite at Wednesday yet. We are still on Tuesday. Just loading in the date. There's quite a few players that just needs to cycle through. There we go. PJPK is the code. 40 minutes to the next Wordle. Yeah, that's how we count days. That's how we count the passage of time now. We don't count days anymore. We count it in Wordles. So I'll see you in 2 Wordles. I could get involved in that. PJPK, if you want your last chance to get into the arena tournament. 16 players will be in the tournament main, from where 2 will automatically proceed. The next 4 will be in a qualifying playoff or a playoff match. And then 4 people, the 4 highest scorers in the overall lobby game from across those heats, will play in their own head-to-head battle with a view to one of them going into the final. I don't have games tonight in Wordle, Warren. I could do Spotlight, but no, I'm a little bit fried. I do need to go to bed after this. I feel we've done quite enough games tonight. Wordle, Cryptex, Pyramid, Google that, Arena. Come on, that's loads. Lots of questions. I've got to get my pliers and refill my pipe in a minute. Right, I'm going to leave it to the end of this sting, and then we are underway. If you've not played before, but you do want to just have a go, there's unlikely that you'll actually qualify if you've not played in any of the previous qualifiers, but you're still very welcome to come and have a go here now. And it will last about 15 minutes. It's an in and out sort of game because there is no hot seat focus. We've just got placeholders in who are very nice. But they are, as the title suggests, placeholders for when we've got real people. So about 30 seconds and then we'll begin. .27 in. Alright, well, let's lock it. Here we go. And remember, in this qualifier, it is all about you in the audience. At the end of this, we will know who our 16 tournament players are. Keep your eye on the Discord server immediately afterwards, because I will be publishing the rankings and who's playing who. 8 of you will be needed this Thursday, and then it will be you'll be needed once every 2 weeks. It won't necessarily be every other week. It might be 2 weeks on the run and then 2 weeks off. It might be every other week. But you will be needed 1 out of every 2 Thursdays at 7 PM for the Arena Tournament, headline tournament for Season 5 of Game Night. Good luck. And again, as this is just a qualified game, we don't need to focus on the hot seat information. The long and short of it is it's multiple choice, A, B, C, or D, or 1, 2, 3, or 4. Get the answer right, you get a point. Get it wrong or abstain, and you don't. Simple as that. You can't lose points. So all of this, you don't need to worry about. We will go through this with the hot seat players when we start that up proper on Thursday. So here you are in this question pack from me, the last of the qualifiers. Good luck. Let's play. What is the name of Elizabeth II's youngest son? Edward, William, Charles, Andrew. Edward, Edward. Yeah, wrong window. Shall we try emote only mode for a bit, Ash? Would that work? What is the name of the French national anthem? Thank you, mate. Ah, fair enough, shit. La Marseillaise, Oh Paris, non je ne regrette rien, la mer. La Marseillaise. Nice to see everybody getting that one right. No, je ne regrette rien is not the French national anthem. On we go. On what day of the week is the Jewish Sabbath? Monday, Saturday, Friday, Sunday. It's on a Saturday. Jewish Sabbath, yes, I believe Sunday was the first day of the week, and that on the Sabbath day God rested, and so that's what they do. What name is given to a young seal? Is it a cub, a kitten, a calf, or a pup? It is a pup, a seal pup. Which of these world leaders did Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart not perform for? Joseph II of Austria, Louis XV of France, George III of England, Ferdinand VI of Spain. Ferdinand VI of Spain. As far as we know, the Mozarts never went to Spain. So, yes, D was the answer we were after. Bit of a turnaround. Bit of a trickier pack, this one, I think. Which character from Shakespeare's Twelfth Night is tricked into wearing yellow stockings and crossed garters? Malvolio, Feste, Sir Toby Belch, Sir Andrew Aguecheek. It is Malvolio, Malvolio, the Puritan butler. Proves with a lead. Question 7. Due to the age at which they died, Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse and Jimi Hendrix are all considered members of which club? 23 Club, 27 Club, the 33 Club or the 37 Club? Bloody dog. It's having a bit of a shout. It is the 27 Club, they all died aged 27. We go, question 8, 3 to go in this round. Which of these mountains can be found in the extreme east of Turkey? Khan Tengri, Mount Ararat, Masala, Mount Korab. It is Mount Ararat. Mount Ararat. Second highest peak in Europe? Third highest peak in Europe? Something like that. 2 more questions in this opening round. As of the end of the S series, which of these QI panelists has had more appearances? Jimmy Carr, Bill Bailey, Phil Jupitus, Joe Brand. By 1, it's Phil Jupitus, 46 I think it is, or 45, and then Bill Bailey was 44. Joe Brand's actually 4th, Jimmy Carr is 3rd. Aaron and Toot and Prudes all with 8 out of 9. One more question. In the Lord of the Rings canon, which of these is not a sword? Anduril, Narsil, Angmar, Glamdring. So Angmar is where the Witch King lived. It's a region. Glamdring is Gandalf's sword. Anduril is Aragorn's sword. And Narsil was Isildur's sword. That's the end of round 1. Okay, so a bit trickier I think this time, but we've got a good spread of scores, 9 right down to 3, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and everything but 4 in between. We've come out of emo owner. Yes, pain. I haven't got it on this profile, I need to put it on there. But yes, very much so. Anyway, that's the first round. Could have gone better. Could have gone better. Could have gone worse though as well, Topic. Could have gone better, could have gone worse. Got to bear that in mind. So that was round 1. Remember, we're only going to get 3 questions in round 2 because we haven't got the hot seat focus. When we do from Thursday, these games will become much more interesting, I'm sure of it. But we'll have 3 questions for now in round 2 and 9 questions in round 3 for now. Right. Yeah, you did very well there, Bruce. Leading by 1 point for a lot of it. Let's go on. Let's go to round 2. It's Survivors. Rules. Play. You're going to get 3 questions. Emote only is active. Let's play. Which of these TV shows is not a spin-off? Angel, Frasier, Heidi High, Young Sheldon. Heidi High, Young Sheldon, a spin-off of Big Bang Theory, Frasier from Cheers, and Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Question 2. Born in 1866, who was the first Prime Minister of the UK to belong to the Labour Party? Bonar Law, H. Asquith, Ramsay MacDonald, Stanley Baldwin. Ramsay MacDonald. I don't know if you got that one. Still need to figure out why it's not putting a space there. There is definitely a space there. I really must look into that. Bonar Law. Assuming that's what you're cappering, Jack. Which Italian city is the patriarchal cathedral basilica of St. Mark? Venice, Turin, Florence or Milan? It's in Venice. And that's going to be the end of round 2. Two with a lead of 12. Aaron, Innes, Prugs all with 11. Derek, Oni, Samster all with 10. Still pretty close. So of course this is, because it's an aggregate tournament, this one. It's an aggregate qualifiers. Where these scores are not necessarily, they're neither here nor there, really. It depends how you're doing behind the scenes, so to speak. Anyway, we'll go to round 3. Thought Venice, said aloud Venice, pick Milan. Go figure. Go figure that one, Derek. That's very strange. Still not doing badly there. 10 out of 13 is a good effort. Round 3 is play or pass. The computer, because it's in auto mode, will automatically play each question and then automatically time it out so that you will get the full gamut of 9 questions. Same rules apply for you, though, except the only difference here is you get a category in advance. Good luck to you all. 9 more questions this evening and we'll be out before midnight. Here is question number 1. It's on language. And here we go. If you were in France and bought Le Figaro, what would you be buying? A CD, a razor blade, sweets, or a newspaper? It's a newspaper. Le Figaro is the French for newspaper. Very French flavour about this tonight. So there are a couple of other French questions that almost made it in but didn't. On we go, number 2. Pop music. And the question. Susanna, Vicky, Debbie and Annette were founding members of which pop band? The Bangles, the Pointer Sisters, TLC or the Shangri-Las? The Bangles. Walk like an Egyptian. Quite like the Bangles, in small doses. On we go. Question 3. Biology. How many pairs of chromosomes are there in a human being? Same number as the number US President Theodore Roosevelt was, the same as the number of canonic James Bond films, the same as the number of hours in a day, the same as the number of times Caesar was stabbed. Sorry, that was quite a lot of information to process on reflection. It was D, 23. Yeah, it's a bit of a rug pull there. It took me a long time to write that question. There's 23, 24, 25 and 26 were up there. Unsolved mysteries. Where was Glenn Miller flying to when his plane disappeared? New York, London, Munich, Paris. Oh, nearly worked. It was Paris. Prince flying to Paris when he mysteriously disappeared over the channel, never to be found again. On we go, question 5. Another French question, yes. Gemstones is next. What colour is a peridot stone? Green, black, red or blue? I believe it's the birthstone for my birth month, which is August, and it is green. At least I think it is. Might be mixing it up with something else. Someone will tell me in a minute. 4 more questions. 6, 7, 8 and 9. The next is on politics. All eyes on Jack Wilfred. Prior to his becoming Mayor of Manchester in 2017, Andy Burnham held which cabinet position during Gordon Brown's administration? Foreign Secretary, Chancellor of the Exchequer, Health Secretary or Home Secretary? He was the Health Secretary. Jack getting it right. Well done, Jack. And everyone else who got it right for that matter. Yes, he was the Health Secretary. 3 more. Nigh of C. Technology. Sent on 3rd of December 1992, what was the content of the world's first text message? Hello world, Merry Christmas, test or first log? It was Merry Christmas in the world's first text message. It said Merry Christmas. 3rd of December. May have been a hint, possibly. 2 more questions. Board games is next. What is the maximum number of knights you can place on a chessboard such that none of them can attack any of the others? 32, 64, 24 or 8? It's 32. Knights have to move to the alternate colour, so you put 1 knight on each of the white squares. They can't attack any of the others. Good old chess problems. I love a chess problem. Last question of the night. Meta. Including this one, how many questions have been asked in total across the 4 qualifying matches of the arena? 88, 92, 100 or 96? It's 88. 22 questions per qualifier, 4 qualifiers, 22 times 4 is 88. Sorry, it's maths too. And that is the end of qualifier number 4. I was a mess that game. Yeah, that was a pretty hard question pack. And on double, hey, nicely done, Shadow Mate. Good job, good job. Look at the question right. What does that question came up to? Yeah, I have published the question right until now. Although an actual heat game will be slightly different from the qualifier. The qualifier says fixed for 3 in round 2 and is fixed at 9 in round 3, and in the heats they may vary. So, all right, 32 knights all on black. Yeah, also white. Also pain. Yes, that is very much pain. Well, well done everyone there. Samson finished on 19. Derek 2, Oni finishing on 18. So, yes, he's very balky at the moment. I'll go down and see him. Well played, Samson, winning out that qualifier. Shall we see who our final 16 are going to be? I think we should. And there we have it. Innes and 2 getting 72, Derek 69, Samsa 68, Aaron 67, Oni 65, Anonoman 63, Shape 62, Kolo 61, Lupine 56, Prudes 55, Riff 53, Mark 51, Dogfish 48, Quizface 47, Claire 46. However, this just in Toot has finished in joint first with Innes. But, Topper, before you sad face too much, Toot messaged me right at the start of this heat. Yeah, I know, shut up, dog. Saying he would like to sit out of the tournament, but he wanted to play along in the qualifiers, but he wants to sit out of the tournament. Therefore, and Toot will confirm this in chat, I'm sure. I'm sure he doesn't mind me saying this because obviously I need to confirm it here. Toot said he's going to sit out, he's going to help write questions for it, which means Topper, you're in. You've been bumped up, and you get that 16th slot. So our 16 qualifiers, so Cetra misses out by a point, and BC misses out by 2, but that's the way it goes. I don't think it... To be fair, Toot didn't know that was what was going to happen to the scores, and it was going to be a single point, and it's still a single point for Cetra, sadly, but that is the way it goes. Except when he writes F1 questions. So, Innes, Derek, Samster, Aaron, Oni, Anonyman, Shapes, Colo, Lupine, Prugs, Riff, Mark, Dogfish, Quizface, Claire, and Topper. You are our 16 finalists. Congratulations. I will message... I'm just going to take a screenshot of that. Just so I can post that into the arena chat. And I'll put the state of play after 4 of 4 qualifiers. Note that Toot will not be competing, so Topper takes the 16th position. And that's in there. And at some point in the next few hours, might be tomorrow morning rather than tonight now, because I'm going to have to go shut that dog up. I will draft up the groups and let you know your fixtures. Probably best to assume you will be needed on Thursday night this week, but if you're not, then you will be needed the following Thursday, because we'll have 2 heats a week, and we will alternate sort of the 2 halves. So if, for example, the first match was Innes, Toot, Derek, Samster, the second was Aaron, Oni, Anonyman, Shapes, then the following week would be Colo, Lupine, Prugs and Riff, Mark, Dogfish, Quizface, and Claire. Except not to be, you know what I mean. So if that's how it was going to go down. So yes, that is how it's going to go down. But do not despair. If you are not through into the heats, you still have got a chance to qualify for the final. If you turn up to the heats and you do particularly well, you can amass points. And the 4 audience players with the highest points by the end of heat number 20, which will be in 10 weeks' time, will those 4 will go into their own battle, and the winner of that will go into the final, along with the 2 top placed players from the main hot seat game, plus the winner of 3 versus 4 versus 5 versus 6. There is a separate page, another page that shows the full leaderboard for tournament players, which looks a bit like that. Obviously, it's not been populated yet because we've not been in heat mode yet, but that is a thing that is going to be populated as well. Yeah, so that's very broadly what that will look like. So that's where we're. Okay. Thank you for your message, Riff. I've just seen that. I will endeavour to work around that one. Riff has basically just let me know about a date that he knows about that he can't do now. I'm not expecting everyone to be available for every single Thursday. I think that would be unreasonable because obviously you will only be needed for 1 out of 2. So if you know now that there is maybe 1 or 2 Thursdays that you think I'm really going to struggle with those 2 for reason X, Y, and Z, you don't need to go into details. If you know, it's not my business to be nosy, but. If there is one that you know, then please let me know and I will work the schedule around you as much as possible. If I don't hear from you, I will assume you can do any and all Thursdays, but I will publish all 20 of the heat fixtures in advance so that you can look at the dates, diarise them if you use a diary, and you use that to sort of manage your affairs and things, and we'll go from there. This Thursday is going to be very unlikely. Okay, Oni, duly noted. Could you note that in the arena chat as well? and note it now, so that when I go to do the fixtures, I don't accidentally forget that. Right, there we go. The arena begins this Thursday at 7 p.m. right here, twitch.tv/royal_flush. I do hope you'll join me. Toot has promised me a question pack for it, and if anyone else has got question writers, I'm going to ping the question writers in a bit. I think the question writing tool is now ready. It does need the full gamut of 10 plus 15 plus 9, so 34 questions. It's quite a big write, 34 multiple choice questions, but it's 34 multiple choice questions that might not all be used. It's very possible for round 2 to finish after 3 questions. It's very possible for round 3 to finish after 5 questions. So if you do write a pack, there's a good chance some of them will be able to be recycled, which hopefully makes it easier to create packs. The first one will be the hardest, and thereafter. It might be that we use all 34 questions in the heat. We just don't know. But we need that many to make it work. Right, it is 11:45, and I said I'd be out before midnight, and that's what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, to all of the question writers this evening, to Jay White for Pyramid, to Oni for Cryptex, to Cyclespace for Google That. Thank you all so much for some really inspired, very accessible, lovely, fun question packs. To all of our winners, congratulations, your medals and your pennies will be added on. In fact, I'm going to give 10 pennies out to everybody else, saying arena right there for the end of the night. To everyone at home for watching or playing, thank you so much. It has been a pleasure this evening. I'm glad I'm on the mend and feeling better than I was this time last week or the previous Saturday. It is great to be back, and I'm very much looking forward to cracking on with this tournament. Coming up tomorrow, Bash. Everyone's favourite Bash, and the winner of the top 5 new media on the Bothers Bar Game Show polls of the year. The very same Bash. Tomorrow, it's 15-1 over on his channel, twitch.tv/AT_Bash, not /Royal_Flush. I will not be streaming at that time. But it's 15-1 over on Bash's channel tomorrow for 15-1 for 50. It's 15-1. Maybe I'll say it again. I might say it a bit more. That's on Bash's channel. Friday is question mark, which Ash floated last Friday. Might be Breakaway, which I know he's been working on publicly, or he did do some public work on last bank holiday weekend. So I don't know. I know it's potentially Breakaway. I don't know how far into it he is. So it's a might. If it's not, then I'm sure Ash will come up with something equally fun from his gamut of many games that he has over on Quiz Night. So do go give him a follow if you're not doing so already. Our bro Topper One Gaming, number 5 in the Bothers Bar Top 5 New Media of 2021 Game Shows of the Year poll. Topper is playing on Sunday, and he's going to be playing Clever Thing. If I look in stream schedule rather than announcements, I might actually see it. Elimination, 23rd of January. So go give Topper 1 a follow. So maybe the 3 officially a triumvirate. I don't know about Clever Thing. I can't confirm. You have to ask Topper, but go give him a follow either way. He's going to be here Sunday night at 8 p.m. for elimination. Sunday the 23rd of January. Topper Widdicombe. I'm here on Thursday with the opening heats of the arena. Still to be confirmed exactly who is going to be in those heats, but it will be from our victorious 16 right here. Very much looking forward to getting into the action, and looking forward to receiving some question packs as well. We might play Bidding War on Thursday. We might play Bidding War on Saturday. I don't know yet, but it will be on one of those two. I will see how things pan out. Yeah. This coming Saturday is earmarked as the new Writers' Night. We've got 3 brand new writers. I've still not revealed publicly who they are yet, so I'm not going to do that yet. But 3 long-term members of the community, but who have never written before and are looking forward to sharing their writing talents and I'm looking forward to reading their packs. Of course, it's Millionaire. I don't see them in advance. I think we've had 2 out of 3 of them in, so one more still due to come in the next couple of days. But that's going to be new writers' night, and I would encourage everyone to come along and be nice and supportive of people who are setting out writing questions for the first time, having answered a lot of questions but maybe not written them. It can be quite a daunting experience. So looking forward to sharing the talents of our new writers with Triple Bill if he wants to be a millionaire, and possibly bidding war from Aaron as well. And then just one final... what am I doing next Tuesday? I should probably mention that. Next Tuesday, if you're only here on the weekdays, next Tuesday is Data Leak and Risky Business. Data Leak from Toot, Risky Business from Colo, which I'm not sure if I've seen come in yet. So Pig in a China Shop by Daniel Peak. At some point we'll play my new game Hacker on stream as well. That may happen Thursday as a warm-up, might happen Saturday as well. I don't know. It'll go in somewhere. But Data Leak and Risky Business by Toot and Colo respectively. A Pig in a China Shop by Daniel Peak to start off next Tuesday. So do come and join me for that. And finally, a Risky Leak, yes. Finally to say, Saturday week, the big charity stream, the second one with almost absolutely everything, starting 11 a.m. GMT, running through till probably after midnight the following day. 12, 13, 14 hours of not quite all originals, but largely original game show content, with a massive push from the writers of this community who've helped to make it work. Very much looking forward to that day, and we're raising money for Fetch a Dog, which I've spoken about before, and it's getting late now, so I won't say it again just now. But please do come and join us next Saturday, even if you can only pop in for half an hour or so just to say hi. It would be lovely to have you, and if you can donate, that would be splendid as well. Please do come and join us for that charity stream next Saturday. It's going to be a good day. That is going to be it from me for this evening. Until next time, thank you so much once again for joining me. Be absolutely splendid and marvellous and safe out there, and always be kind to each other. Until I see you again, either tomorrow on Bash Stream, I may be floating around. I do try and play a bit of 15 to 1, but if not, I'll be here on Thursday for the heat of the arena. Until then, stay safe, look after each other, take care. Peace out. I've been Royal Flush, and good night.